Hello. Welcome, one and all, to yet another session of Jokes, Tales, and Critical Fails. We're just getting some mics set up here before we go ahead and get underway, but go ahead and settle in, grab some popcorn, sit on down, and relax for our tale ahead of Woes of the Wildland. Send popcorn. Apparently, I'll get it where you're from. We are live. I think if my players will go ahead and speak words audibly,
The words are audible.
There we go. Wonderful.
I'm on strike.
I can hear just fine. How do I sound out there? If I got any listeners in the audience coming in clearly, I hope so. Otherwise, nothing really I can do about it because I think I'm at max volume. Not really sure. Anywho, we're gonna start it while my players are absolutely frustrating. Ooh, I just got a little bit louder, so make sure to adjust me on your end. Is it too loud? Am I?
You're right. I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There we go.
Okay. I'm gonna start killing some
Buck, you're
players
not
off
letting
today.
you
Extra killing guy.
Yeah, what are you talking about? You already killed Guy.
Yeah.
Sid Buck
Let me
is
just
not
go
looking
ahead and
great.
change the name of this episode real quick. To just the lands. Just the lands.
It's the one land.
Just the one land and no others to worry about.
Real reality.
Just there is no afterlife, folks. It just says in like all
One.
caps.
One life.
Deal with it. I am rewriting the canon of my universe, and there's no afterlife. No gods, in fact. It's just.
Wait, what happens to me?
Just a rock.
Wait.
Hogs fades out.
Wait, no.
Hogs, yeah, just fades away.
Oh, my magic, yeah.
No, just hogs.
No, I just turned into a vampire.
No,
the
because
only
that's
source
magic
of blood.
based.
No,
Not
there's
natural.
magic, just no gods. There's magic.
Yeah, there's magic. There's no gods. Take all the god half out of me. I'm just vampire, baby.
This is
Finished. You're not a vampire yet.
you're Finnish. Even worse. Got any Finns in the audience? No?
Said you never finished is what I said,
Oh.
buddy.
I didn't hear.
I said you never finished, so you're not a vampire yet.
Thought you. Well, still, all my Finnish audience out there, fuck you. I'm just kidding. We love it. We
You
love
said
the
it,
Finns.
not me.
I think I'm Finnish, technically. Look, I can
Fuck
be
you,
self-hating. I can be
Fuck
self-hating.
you.
I'm actually more often than not self-hating. Oh, anyway.
I love you.
Roast.
I tolerate you.
Anyways.
Yeah, this is getting too wholesome for my tastes.
Recap? Do I need a recap?
Yeah, who wants to do the recap? You'll
Apparently
get
Hogs
one
does.
inspiration point if you do it good enough.
Pew, 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 pew.
No, Guy was
You
dead.
lost
Oh,
an
no.
inspiration point.
No,
now.
it was more
Guy
like-
was
it was
dead,
more
so
like-
there was no pew pew.
And then cocks.
You have to.
A lot more
There you
calls.
go.
This is going horribly to start things off. So
Okay,
I'm taking an
okay.
inspiration from everybody. At a random point throughout the night, I just choose you roll disadvantage.
And he's gonna pick all of our.
It's gonna be the very important one.
Yeah, it's gonna be saving throws, guys.
Uh,
Basically,
if you
we
want.
were hunting down the bird. We tried to sneak up on it. Didn't really work. Guy got a little too close. Got picked up by the bird. We tried to get him out of the bird. Didn't work. Bird dropped Guy to the ground. Guy die. Kaput. Bad news bears. King and his squad rolled up. Goblinoids rolled up. They saw the situation. Then Alandir was like, "Hey yo, what's up, bitches? I'm here to kill your ass now." He said it like that, basically.
That's how he
And
said
then,
it.
and then the king was like, "Go! We'll fend him off." And then Hogs was like, "Hell no. I'm not gonna have you die to this vampire just because we're dumbass assholes." So then we all fought Alandir. And then some people are tracking down Allendear. Some of us went back to the camp with Guy's body, and we're currently in a tent. And the king is about to confront us about what the fuck just happened in the woods, baby.
I regret.
That's kind of the gist.
That was all gibberish.
Nah, it was all mostly there.
That was spot on.
It was just
Just
horribly
stupidly,
delivered.
but-
I just finished writing it in stone back here, so
That's what we got now, baby.
Slap.
That's what the history books are now, baby.
I
Imagine
hope
if history books were written.
I hope
like
all of
that.
you out there got that, because none of us did.
My favorite part is Allendear coming.
I will.
I'ma
I
kill
will
you
be
now,
the
bitch.
I will be the translator for what Hogs just said there. And it is pretty accurate. During a hunt, heroes of Brenfield together in order to gain the favor of the king in the direction of fleeing goblinoid folk and the citizens of Brenfield. You had assembled the king, his forces on the outskirts of town to hunt down a vicious beast of horrible omen, ill omen. As you ventured into the woods in the dead of night in hopes to hunt this beast down, it struck your friend, carrying him high into the air and then casting him into the trees below. As Guy Friendly fell, Allendear did in fact appear from the shadows, coming to finish and enact his final revenge upon his enemies, all standing firm as the king tends to do. He and the goblinoid forces, Chief Rovek himself, stood in opposition, as they had recently been charmed by Allendear himself. As this charm was quickly bested by the magics of Hogs, our hero stood in opposition of Allendear, chasing him off into the night once more, turning him to mist as he fled. Our heroes, grabbing their fallen comrade's body, returned to the hunting camp, where the king waits to speak to them in full on the matters of this fell beast let loose within his kingdom. Confronted not moments ago by the king, he did state he will do what he can on behalf of the people of Brenfield, the tribes, the goblin folk. However, in order to gain favor in doing so, he recommends handle this newly arisen problem in-house. Meaning, if you all are up to the task, King's final words to you all were, I believe then y'all got a vampire to hunt. As he took a stride to convene with his advisors once more, along with you all, you are left alongside the body of Guy to prepare yourselves for a conference with the king and advisors. Have a moment to yourselves before out in a tent just alongside kings, where you can discuss amongst yourselves for a moment before going to speak with the king himself. Whatever you'd like to do, the floor is yours.
I think that we should try and keep our story straight. We let's just be honest and truthful about what has happened.
Didn't we already do that?
Yeah, let's just continue to do so though. Hopefully he'll listen.
Yeah, you've already talked to the king. Just a reminder, you've already talked to the king about the vampire, and that he's following you. He knows the situation. He is just now. You are now expected to have this conversation in front of more snobby people than himself. As you look on into the other tent, you do see that is filled with other diplomats, including the man you had previously spoke to, Whirl, in familiar form in the castle prior. You
I
would
think
know.
we just got to be honest with them and hope that what we say finds well ears.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
You have your eagle split.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll go with whatever you guys say.
Five. You do see King Valis is currently assembled with his advisor. You see General Cornello in there. You can see a number of members of the Emerald Order, as well as his financial advisor, Ivan Stoyanova, who you for, Gunther Shamov, the Arcane advisor. I'm getting a little bit of echo from someone, and the little gnomish woman, Finnan Goldfrond. You can see along with them Lander Wasanthi, half-elven, sea elven council person who has helped you along their way, is in the room beyond, along with Awar Laumi, Mistan, Shadow Cloak, and
Got all the babies in here.
Edim Har. Yes. Sort of assembled is the largest grouping of diplomats and dignitaries of the city, and they all, it seems, have questions for the king. As he is like walking in, he's putting his hands up placatingly, just kind of gestures back towards you guys. You can pretty much read that he's saying that they'll be in shortly to answer questions. The sort of level of what you're presented with is quite clear, as Eldon, Lieutenant Delavere is in there, as well as the General Cornello and Kelrana Calfia, the captain, the general, and the lieutenant of the armed forces here. Everybody's assembled and looking for answers for what happened in there. I'd assume actually assembled there is also Sid Buckner, who you were present. You could probably be, sort of, you could be like leveling some questions that are fielded your way from time to time. Like, what the fuck was that thing that attacked the king? What happened to the hunt? Why did we call it off? Why is there no result? All these questions.
Mostly I'm just telling people, all in due time, calm down. You know, there was lots of injured, and we're just taking care of folk first, and we'll be out with some answers shortly. Basically that over and over again.
The king comes over and he goes, thank you, Sid. Thank you. Exactly what he said. Listen to ma'am. He knows what he's talking about. Level-headed. They're just gathering their heads, and they'll be out shortly. They seem to know a little bit more information on them.
All right, let's do it. And I give Cruz a baseball slap on the ass.
Right, thank you.
He's immediately arrested for sexual harassment.
We love it.
We do not take that as a joke here in Valamir.
As we walk in, casting spell.
I mean, is it really sexual harassment if it's like?
No, he's cool with it.
Did you make like a little? Did you make a little excited chirp afterward? That's usually what the guards look out for. Yeah, if you said "ooh," then you're safe.
Eagle Splendor right now. Timer start.
The guards. The guard nearby just grabs Hilt's sword, relax.
We'll walk in, I think.
There's just a
Right.
sign that there's like a literal sign he points to that says no slap ass. You guys walk in. A myriad of different officiates sort of staring at your way, judging eyes down number of lensed glasses, kind of like affixing stares in your direction as you proceed the chamber. They back up to let you enter like a circle of these dignitaries and their ledgers and whatnot standing at their side. You all approach. You can hear like and coming from the crowd as they're waiting for you to take lead.
As Cruz is walking up, he's just kind of like walking past everybody, going through and shaking their hands. Evening. Hello.
Yeah,
evening.
make a persuasion.
Ah,
Ah!
here come the answers.
Didn't notice you.
22.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, people shake your hand. People are actually sort of glad you addressed them with like an acknowledgement. You can see one lady rather a Deemhar. She like wears like puts on like a thick glove, a leather glove to shake your hand. Oh wait, you're in human.
I
think gonna nonetheless she is.
So this is gonna make it worse as
she
as
is
Hugs.
well no she has a thing about I was gonna say as she touched your icy form, but as she touched your touches you in general, she does put a glove on to shake.
Yeah, she would feel like cold hand regardless.
I thought it was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be
that is
like,
true.
oh, he's a human, he's fine. And then Hugs coming around, like, ew.
Oh no, she has like a thing about touching. I was just gonna use the fact that it is.
Yeah.
And she would actually. All of them would feel like a very icy cold grip as they'd shake your hand.
Hug seeing it like being received while he'll also follow up and do the same, greeting them.
Also
Hello?
a very cold handshake.
Hello. Not cold like ice, but cold like lack of
Confuse
blood
the hell
flow.
out of
Cold like
everyone.
dead.
With their cold hands.
Kind of feels like Guy's hand
What do
right
they
now.
No, see, your hand's cold because you just slapped the ass of
Still got some residue on it.
It all goes full circle. Yeah, you shake everybody's hand, and people sort of you go down a line. Everybody expectingly get a lot of. Go ahead and make a persuasion check as well, Hogs.
I do get advantage. Well, that didn't help.
Some people, as
Hello. It's a 4.
as
Doesn't
some
help
people,
when both.
as the first two people greet you and then pull their hands away, like one like mid hand
Like,
thing.
ah!
The other people, the others like seem to ignore you, and by the time you go down the line and notice like most people ignore you, you realize it's deliberate. They're not actually ignoring you, or they're not actually like missing you. They're just straight up ignoring you.
Does Vasanthi ignore me?
Wasanthi is the first one.
Oh, okay. And they do not react, but then the second guy reacts.
Yeah.
And then, gotcha.
Second
Damn.
guy pulls away from your cold grip.
Damn.
Like
I've got gloves.
yeah,
I've got
true.
thick leatherwork gloves.
True.
Damn.
So you don't take your gloves off to shake.
But you
people's
No,
did
I don't take my
describe the
gloves
way
off
you
ever.
shake. You did.
Yeah. The way I shakes his hand is very creepy about it. He's trying to mimic Cruz, but obviously he's not getting the gist of it.
King Niles goes, these are the fine fellas who organized the hunt. I think they'll fill you all in on the questions you have. They go easy on them. They lost a friend this evening. We're going to see if we can get them back now. And he gives you all a wink.
Right, so to start off, a quick explanation. We'll take questions at the end. Please hold them all until my
Shudders.
presentation is completed.
Yeah, we about to
Speaking
see
to the
like
mic, please.
PowerPoint.
Yeah, Hogs pulls out a faux camera.
Yeah, Hogs, where you at with your thaumaturgy? Come on. Make him louder. Make him booming.
No, I don't want other people to listen in on this. I think everyone in the tent can hear him fine.
That makes me miss Mac and his whiteboard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm just gonna pull out notes and like start drawing up shit or something.
Yeah, so a lot of people just kind of look to each other as you say that.
So, on our trip down here, we may have encountered an ancient being of sorts, a blood-sucking fiend, that might have put a curse on one of our... Yes, we did encounter one of his goons in Burnfield, which we dispatched. And him himself we encountered on the way down here, as he tried to take the life, at that point, of Guy Friendly, but was unsuccessful. So he chose this night, while we were distracted by the hunt, to try to take his prey away from us. That was the creature that you saw attacking. A vampire that is very powerful. And right now, we think is actually a opportune time to find and kill him, as he has been dispatched from his physical form and is currently regrowing wherever his coffin may be. We do know it needs to be close, within an hour's flight from where he died, and that he will spend some time inside the coffin regenerating. We also know he cannot come out during the day, so that gives us more time to hopefully find him, but he's probably in a cave somewhere outside of the access to the sunlight.
We have seen him out during the day, Cruz. You and I.
He's been hooded, I think.
Oh, right, yeah, he was hooded. So he can come out during the day, but he has to have, like, can't be in, like, direct sunlight.
One of the individuals within the crowd speaks up. You can see a face that you recognize, Awar, speaks up and he goes, I do believe vampires fear the sun, but there are many ways to get around that. One of which, of course, is here in the city. That is a great concern. Am I not wrong?
Right.
So, this ancient being, are we to assume that we're safe from it for the time being? How long is it exactly we have before its return?
Well, luckily, it specifically plots revenge, and I don't think he has a problem with any of you. He actually just really has a problem with us. And a gesture
right,
towards.
because we've kind of foiled his plans several times.
He directly, basically killed his right-hand man, that he, like, spent a lot of, I don't know, power on or something.
So this man thing creature follows you.
Us four specifically.
And you bring it into our city.
His apprentice, we don't purposefully do. We were actually,
they murmur
personally, we were trying to find some refuge in your city, as in with the household, to protect ourselves specifically, because he cannot get to us within our household without direct permission.
Lander Wasanthi speaks up. Yes, this is true. What Hogs here speaks is honest. He creatures known as vampires respect almost instinctually what is a threshold or home. They cannot enter what defines a home, unless they are invited. If there was a concern towards such a beast, as long as we were in a place populated with many homes, like a city, they are of less risk, actually. And he looks toward Awar directly with the words.
To attack us while we were outside the city.
Murmurs move around the group. You can see an individual, one that I do not have dealt with, but Adim Har.
No,
Councilwoman Har goes, so you are to have a specific creature is following you, but only, and the coincidence of it attacking our king previous night was
I think it attacked
ill place,
your
ill
king.
time.
Yes, I think the reason it attacked the king was because he stood in between us and it. Which
well,
I
right, yeah.
appreciate, Your Highness.
Yes, I do applaud the bravery of our king.
Probably saved our skin.
Niles waves his hands.
Huzzah!
You go.
I incite the crowd to...
Go ahead and make a persuasion check at advantage from Sid. Sid, you can make a persuasion check yourself if you'd like, or you can grant advantage.
Hogs.
This is to Hogs.
I'll roll.
What, you want to give me a minute? You want to help the little guy out? What the fuck, man?
I got an 11 with a -1, so
that's a D12.
I see.
Better.
You would have, or you would not have. Oh, okay. Whatever, it's fine.
I'm just giving you shit. I would have gotten a 13. Just barely.
Niall, as load in.
11. I rolled on my...
We're all rolling with real dice for the most part.
Gotcha. I didn't hear what you rolled, Hogs said.
Oh, he rolled with advantage.
I rolled, not Hogs, yeah.
Oh, I was saying either he can roll, you can roll, or you can either you each can roll, or Hogs can roll with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hogs, you can just roll with advantage then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just make it easier.
Well, this time it's double 9, so 7.
Bet.
You can see many of the people look displeased, but to your comment, Cruz and everybody's sort of assistance there, the king goes, please, it was nothing. You know, as they say, ill place, ill time. I was looking for a bird, you know. He chuckles. He sits forward and goes, anyway, our friend, you are going by Whirl, right? Or have you given
I am going by Whirl at the moment, yes.
He goes, our friend Whirl here is being honest. That creature that attacked us did seem to be focused. I was just happening along where I could be useful. See the group kind of murmur. That doesn't change that it is in our city now. And what exactly are we going to do about it? You can see.
Actually, we're gonna go try to find it.
Hunt it down
and kill it.
for good.
Make a persuasion check.
18.
18. You can see they like look amongst each other kind of with trepidation and go, Awar goes, the four of you. 5.
Currently 4. Is Moog with us?
Yeah,
With us?
yeah, that's the 4th.
Yeah.
Moog is the 4th, not you.
Yeah, Sid kind of
scooches away a little bit.
scooches kind of away to shit.
Yeah. The 4 of you. 5 when you get your. If you.
Yeah.
Back. Oh.
We won't expect any help from the city of Alamir, if that is what you're asking.
Do you have any leads as to where this creature is held up?
We have a couple of
honestly,
things
that would
following
be
it.
something that would maybe be helpful from some that might know the area a little better. Places that might be more likely to be like abandoned caves.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
They
the king...
laugh and talk amongst themselves in a drove, or like a wave of, well, and then start murmuring to each other. The
Correct me if I'm
audacity.
wrong, but the king sent men after
Austria.
it, no?
No. We weren't asking. Just information is all I was asking for. We plan to do all the footwork, killing, anything like that. If you know of places, information would be handy. Because you all know these lands better than us. You've lived here. This is your.
I know the lands pretty well.
Might know something. Yeah, that's worthwhile. That
go ahead and make another. They very well understood your meaning.
Didn't someone send people after the
They
mist?
ran after a misty night of the mixed in with the rest of them.
Yeah.
16.
16.
Would Sid possibly know anything
of the area? I mean, Sid knows the area.
Yeah.
Sid's born and raised.
Yeah.
You can offer up.
Roll a history check to see if I.
Oh, you want to like think right now? Yeah, go ahead and roll a history.
Brain blast.
It's
a 10.
Do you know anything about vampires? Arcana.
Can't say Sid has ever run into one himself. Ooh, man, dice are not happy today. 7.
Hey, he's ran into one himself. It was just 30 minutes ago.
You know a couple abandoned buildings throughout the city. You can spend time checking. Take a few days.
The city.
We need a couple of people to sort of scour all of them. But I mean, you don't really know what even empire is, except that big thing in the woods.
Well, I mean, did they see what direction it went floating off in?
The king sets up. What did you roll in that persuasion check?
16.
16. The king sits up and goes, he goes, would y'all not want a couple out of town local situation? A council person steps forward and goes, I of course would be happy to help with knowledge I do know. We could check out every cemetery in the area. That would be a wise choice. We may have to break into a couple mausoleums, make sure nothing is held up underground. We'd have to do some investigatory work within the area, but I'd be happy to work alongside them. The king goes,
very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, Council. I always love someone will stand up for their home. And as he says that, you can see a number of other council people will go, well, I'd happy to think of a couple of other places that maybe undead feet hold up. I'll see what landhold have. yeah, they kind of start like scrambling amongst themselves. This was not the good. But you can see sort of stepping out of the darkness on the edge of this tent. You're in like a large, striped, raised tent with a large sort of circus pole, circus-sized pole in the center that holds up a very extravagantly furnished uh, tent in the middle of the woods. And just beyond sort of the edge of this tent where the torchlight does not reach, a voice comes suddenly as you watch, as stepping out of the darkness, rather grizzled looking big beard, which curled down his like sort of sprayed down his face, unkept. He has a set of goggles which pulls back, black greasy hair, and as he comes out covered in leathers, he takes off his gloves, tucks them in his belt, and he goes, little bit curious how we can let such outsiders bring such danger into our little town. Walking out of the darkness comes an individual you are not aware of, but many council people here know apparently quite well as surprised. Little meat. And Sid, you of course know this.
Of course, yes.
This dwarf walks into the circle, who you, my friend, know to be Orsic Brosic.
Orsic, yep.
I hate you.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
I knew it from your description.
On the playground.
He like rubs a number of like callous fingers together as he walks out of
back in good old 832.
He goes, you sit on our northern gate already, pounding about trouble following you. Little do we know you got more than Order of Haverix on your tail. How many other foul fiends follow you that we don't know exactly?
If there are more, then we are unaware of them.
Say.
And the trouble was heading south, regardless of whether we came first or not.
Indeed.
Us
and
being
this
here is
Allandir,
no bearing on the trouble of.
In addition to that, this Allandir figure was already stirring trouble in Brenfield to begin with. He was raising up an apprentice.
Yes.
Which surely
These
would have been a problem
tales
for you.
y'all can spin go on for miles. I too am ten. What matters is proof. And all I see is a bunch of nerds that have for sure brought a number of troubles. Maybe this foul bird which howls through the night in the woods, maybe he howls about y'all or
I have
troubles
this.
you stir.
And I'll hold up in front of me a holy symbol to the Order of Averix.
Someone gasps. Someone looks at him and goes,
I'm waiting for him to go, what the fuck is that?
What is this?
Can you explain to us what that is exactly?
This is the symbolism that they follow. The Order of Averix. This is their sigil. This is their...
And what is that to prove?
That they exist. They're real.
I'm not doubting that.
Up.
I can see the pillars of smoke that come from them. I don't doubt why they march. Or I don't doubt that they march on us. It is why they march. And what exactly they're after. If you say this Allandir is after y'all, how do we know it's not the same for this Order of Averex? he shouts, and the crowd behind you can hear talks of.
You don't
Sounds
think
like brave
that
talk coming from someone who's not brave enough to go up there and ask him himself.
also you don't think that they're not just going to do the same to Brenfield as they've done here, or do the same here as they've done to Brenfield? What if they were after us specifically? Then why make pillar stacks, smokestacks that high in the sky? Why make an example such as that?
Because they're after
That's a good
you.
point.
They're trying to make an example what they want. And, well, I think they want you.
Well, only one of us were a local from Brunfield.
I am not no coward. I'm happy to ask them when they get here. I just think these all ne'er-do-wells should be in a cell until then. Till we can figure out what to do with them. You can hear murmurs from the crowd behind you.
Is that the generosity of this great town? Take people who come into your city looking for refuge and safety. You throw them in cells. Is that what you do?
It makes you rather ill prepared as well for when they are here.
Right.
We-
Take the help that's coming to assist you against this fight. Throw them
We're
out
willing.
block them out of the city. Throw them in cells. Who's going
We're
to
willing.
stand with you when the Order of Averex comes down? If you throw all your allies in cells, force them away.
Make a persuasion check.
You have advantage.
22.
You can hear murmurs from crowds behind you again.
All right.
Sid calms them.
Yeah, I can't hear.
The king sits up.
Give it a minute.
I think he's got a mighty fine point, don't you, Orsic? Blinks. There's daggers.
I stare him right back. Give him the eye.
All right.
Hugs over his gaze.
Y'all wanna. Hell, I say we let them hunt this foul fiend down. We give them a fortnight. If they don't come back, news of this thing failed, we lock them in cells and deal with the Order of Averex between the Emerald Order like we should.
You got like a hard on for throwing us in cells, don't you, buddy?
Don't. Trouble. Time.
Trouble's coming whether you want it or not.
That may be, but I'm gonna be careful. Caution. I see. I'll tell you.
Tell me what? Tell me.
Smell. Shit. All of y'all. Reek. Death following. I'll be the judge of whether or not y'all are the omen or you're here to stop it. There are murmurs of the crowd behind.
We literally arranged a hunt to hunt down the giant bird that is besieging your city. I don't know how much more convincing you need.
The king stands up and puts a hand on your shoulder, stepping between. He goes, right, but we don't know necessarily if you were doing that by the best. what Orsic said is true. We need to see in the light of day that what you said is honest. The only way to do that here in the town of Valamir is through actions, and actions alone. So Orsic here has put you to the task of hunting this fiend down, and I am inclined to agree with him. If y'all can think you can do it,
hadn't we already said we were going to do it?
yes, and I'm gonna hold him to his condition.
All right then.
If in a fortnight you cannot do so, we will lock you in a cell and deal with the problems at the northern gate how we see fit. Once we find the truth to be as you say, and that they are not hunting y'all down, you are not in prison. It is precautionary as Orsic sees fit. However, if Orsic thinks this is the way it shall be done, then Orsic, Councilman Brasik here, will be the one responsible with supervising the affair. You want this fiend rooted out, and you want these fellas to be held to the fire, then you're gonna do the holding. Do I make myself clear? You can see like a bunch of murmurs come from behind the crowd. The council people eat this up. This is juicy shit. The king just turned it around on Brazek. They love that kind of shit, and they are eating it up like the fucking soap operas, a little like old women in soap operas. They are just
you can see like Sid's like leaning in, just like looking in very intently in each direction as people talk.
Councilwoman Har doesn't even realize she's talking to a guard, but she's like, this is wildly and unbelievable.
To a guard.
Absolutely mind-boggling. He is, and he looks fine doing it too.
Laumy's like, I'm glad I shut up.
Brazek cracks his knuckles and goes, so be it. I'll see it done, and I'll make sure the well, I'll make sure they're up to scruff.
I'm excited to work closely with you.
Took the words right out of my mouth. He turns, gloves on. Council.
Wow.
The king turns to the council people and he goes, "Well, I think this matter is settled. I think we will get this little vampire situation squared away toot sweet, and when that's all done, we'll move our friends from the north on through the city center out across Lake Vallis where they'll be safe on the other side."
Do you all have any other questions for us?
You can,
to the council.
speaking
or
of
information that might be helpful in our hunt.
Awar Laumi goes, I have lots of questions, but for a different time. If you wish to speak,
I figured you would want them to be secretive. That's okay.
make a
Salty?
No, this
No,
is
I'm
Laumi.
Oh, Laumi. Oh, okay.
This big old jerkwad.
My
Okay.
biggest fan.
Aim. Yeah, I forgot.
14.
What'd you roll? He goes,
14.
I
That's how you
will
typically work, right?
I will be in my office. Turns and walks out.
How did the other council people react?
Miss Dawn, you get some murmur. You can see Har leans into Sid and goes, that's some juicy shit.
Okay, folks, nothing to see here. You heard the king. Show's over. All right, everyone go home. Tend to your wounded. You there, pick those up. That's a tripping hazard.
Sid disperses the meeting.
None of the other council people have questions, though? Just allow me one.
Laomi does.
time?
Miss Dawn walks up to you and goes,
Yeah.
I'm happy to help if you need. I'm at your beck
It's
and
much
call.
appreciated.
You know this is my utmost priority.
Of course. I
Appreciate
just
it.
appreciate all of the help that you can give. We take it gracefully.
Hey,
I'm sorry that was a thirsty meeting.
I get it.
You don't want to drink in the middle of a meeting because you don't know when they're going to speak to you, and you don't want drinking when they're speaking to you.
Yeah, I'd be like super
That'd
embarrassing.
be like incredibly embarrassing. But thank
Yeah.
God I didn't. Anyway.
Dog starts to take a drink of something.
what did you say again?
Oh shit! Fuck!
Okay.
But legitimately, what did you say?
I just said that I appreciate his help.
Oh, right. He goes,
Basically,
he goes,
trying to express my gratitude.
I think
I need that feeling.
I think that these cemeteries should be the first and foremost task that we take on.
I think that's a great idea.
There is a military within, or I'm sorry, there's a military. Of course there's a military. Ha 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 ha, I've been talking about
I'd like to speak with people that any cartographers in the local area, if there's any other like sort of ruins in the area. Like
ruins.
ruins, yeah, sorry, I said
Um,
ruins or he has had a past of holding up in
Right, like an abandoned. He had a house in that abandoned.
yeah,
fort.
he was holed up at Front Watch Point at one point. So if there's anything local,
Well,
like
General Mistan, you do know those abandoned buildings out in the outskirts? That also came to my mind.
We have a lot of abandoned buildings, but I wonder if he will risk something so simple.
well,
They are
Within a day's flight.
I'm just saying that he is not unused to sticking it out in the wilderness, as to say.
Wisante comes up to you and Miss Dawn, all of you as you're gathered up here. It's sort of a group meeting. Once again reunited, and it feels so good. Wisante goes, that was an incredible showing. That was very important. Seems the king has your back.
It's very nice. I think we needed it.
Yes, again, the king is an incredible soul. It's getting to the king through the sea of pompous arrogance that he is surrounded by.
I see that, yeah. A lot of pompous arrogance. Bunch of dicks.
Orzik is not quick to trust people. He's rather reckless, rather a bit of a recluse when it comes to the council people here. There's not much I know of him.
I think we might have underestimated him and what sort of wall he would form for us.
Anyways, definitely did.
Back on task, because Miss Dawn's here.
Yes. Miss Dawn, yes, but both of them sort of group. And when something goes, I do think our best option is to scour the cemeteries first.
I think that's a great idea. Yes.
This is not a nobody we're dealing with. We're dealing with somebody quite powerful.
He's very powerful.
And
he's ancient, very old.
With that, I think he would require the. We're getting a lot of background noise from Greg.
We actually believe that it's very possible that either the resurrection of this vampire or he did a resurrection of another vampire that was powerful enough to revive or bring 3 people back from the dead as like lesser spawns. they're not quite like they didn't quite have vampirism powers yet or anything, but they were certainly hankering for revenge, and it affected them greatly. We have 3 instances of individuals that survived one fateful night a few years
The
ago.
sanguine ritual.
Does that make sense to me?
You wouldn't know it by name, but
I wouldn't know it by name. I have some notes on it. If I don't know whatever it was by name, but we think we found the ritual site, and I'll pull out my little secret book.
He
all my
looks
notes
it
in it,
over.
and
He flips it.
I'll flip to the ritual page. Yeah.
He flips it through, and
Where
he
it's-
goes, yes,
This is what we found at Front Watch Point.
it resembles the sanguine blood, right? But different. Interesting. I can't say for
Certainly
sure,
is
but this is something. Proof, I suppose, or something we could present as proof if needed. But if we find any signs of another sanguine ritual, we know we are close.
Of course, yes.
I will find any information I can and get it to you on vampires, vampirism, and the proliferation of such.
That's Wasanti speaking there.
Yes.
That'd be very helpful. Thank you. I think that is great.
Miss Dawn, if you could assemble some men from the keep, we could use some bodies to search the houses that Sid has spoke of. That will take manpower, I think, and time. So while we deal with cemeteries, I think searching the abandoned houses on the north end could be useful.
Please, and I could not emphasize this enough. Tell your men to find the location, but protect their lives over anything else.
Right.
We don't
Do
want
not
anyone.
engage.
We don't want anyone else falling to this beast.
Do not.
This is
engage.
our.
Understood.
This is our problem to fell. They are strictly reconnaissance. I don't want anyone doing this for us.
We'll go ahead and pass the message along, but I think General Miston can attest to the same thing. Our men are proud.
There is
If
always...
they think they're capable.
Tell them to get their heads out of their asses. This isn't a threat they can handle.
We can make our orders. If anybody doesn't follow it, it's on them.
Thank you.
There you go. Thank you.
I just don't want any other weapons being able to be pointed at us, any more lives that they could try to use against us. Kind of referencing to all the council people that left the room.
Miss Stan says, he goes, I wouldn't worry about Orzik. He is a representative like the rest of us, but he is an elected official from the Southern Rounds. He respected for his toughness. It wouldn't be Orzik if he wasn't tough on you.
All right. It's not only Orzik that I'm still worried about.
I think the Emerald Council is starting to recognize your faces, and, well, it seems like you've got the king on your side, so that is all that really matters in this.
If from you we could get a map of sorts to detail where exactly it is that these grave sites are that we could investigate ourselves, and then the king did imply that he would help us with our friend here. I don't know if
Wasanti goes, that is why
thank
we
you.
will...
I didn't want to overstep or anything.
No, of course not. I was wondering how to broach your dead friend. the topic of it. I actually prefer you having bring it. We can there now have prepared.
Amazing.
Are you familiar with how resurrection works?
Would Hogs be familiar with those? I feel like I've
no.
got one instance of how resurrection works, and I don't think it's normal.
I mean, yeah, you have
I
the
know how I
ability
got
to now.
but I have the ability to, not currently. It's not prepared
Yeah.
because I'm a
But
diamond,
no,
so I didn't
you
Do
don't.
it what?
I think Hogs might know that diamonds are often offered forth for the grace of a god to bring back somebody from the dead.
I know it's expensive.
And
I appreciate that.
goes Vasanthe, he goes, that's just the tip of the iceberg. An
You
iceberg
guys
is
know
a
that
big...
guy has money.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. An iceberg is a large rock made of ice that sticks out of the water.
I know that.
You...
It's not important.
Yeah, I have a book on it. You would be entering the lands between. A sort of nowhere realm that few can enter and none can wander except the dead. I would be the one entering and pleading for your friend's life back, but to be fair, I don't really know his name. It's guy friendly, but I assume that's not actually his name. I was kind of wondering if I should ask that.
I think
all of
it
us
is.
know him as guy friendly.
We know him as guy friendly, but we do have reason to believe that it is not his actual name, like birth given. I don't know how much. I think he goes by guy friendly, like pretty religiously. So if it's like kind of, I don't know. I don't think birth certificates.
Like it was his chosen name. So would that make a difference?
Are you?
I think he's gone by guy friendly for a long time.
This is an interesting question. It would have to hit the books for probably several hours on end to know if that is going back to this ritual.
We have an idea of what his birth given name is as well. I think it's Guillermo.
Guillermo? What a that's not important.
What a fucking lame ass name.
He does not like your name.
You
Sid just like
what a dumbass fucking name.
You he didn't say that.
I know.
You he goes, do you think he has it on his persons?
His name?
Yeah, does he keep a journal?
Start rooting through his corpse,
do you think he writes it on the inside of his
pants?
pants?
That guy has written notes.
He does have maps and stuff like that.
You guys are standing. You guys are like looking down at his body right now as you guys are talking across the table.
In our past, has he like journaled in front of us or anything? Like Hobbs writes his journal in front of you guys.
I think Guy has.
Do you journal?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys. Because I talked about how I have that tiny little notebook, and he just has like little one or two word notes. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a feeling he doesn't sign it. His notes are like this big.
Well,
we could check though. Sure.
It's a god, right? Gods probably.
Probably, yeah.
Gods know all. Do gods know all? I don't have. This is my day job.
It's kind of mine.
Oh. Well, we can talk over it during tea.
I worship the moon.
Celestre.
No. Nah, the other one.
No, that ain't it, homie.
Something goes.
The other one.
Okay.
We're from the woods, bitch. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I could look. I'll start rummaging through guys' belongings. Find his
Okay,
little
make an
book.
investigation check.
Oh, Jesus, fuck. Throw him in there
You're just
somewhere.
looking for his book?
Yeah, 8. Or wait, no, 10. Sorry, plus
10?
1. Never mind.
I mean, you can find his book.
Does
What does he
it
find in your
sign-
book with a 10?
Yeah, is it signed Guy or
Guy?
Guillermo or what? You're muted.
You're
in
muted.
Discord.
Oh, in my book. So if you go into Guy's little journal, you open
Yeah.
it up. How are you opening it? First of all,
From the front.
just right at the front.
Friendly.
Okay, yeah. So right in the front page, you see in like the top corner, just a little GF, and just some like little doodles. You see like a little doodle of the dude. Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
that makes sense. I'll flip.
Yeah, flip.
There's like
You
a
see, like-
in-depth drawing of a horse. It's not very good.
You see, you flipped a little bit, so you see like Wilkins potatoes.
Flip, 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 flip,
He's
flip.
flip. You see,
And
Jesus
Open.
Christ! I need
That?
Hog needs to take a bath. Flip.
I am the most hygienic out of all of you, apart from the guy who literally doesn't sweat.
Okay,
He's
Rip that
actually
page out,
just
actually.
smelling himself. Yeah,
you're flipping through the pages and you start seeing a lot of pages that were actually like pretty full as you're flipping through.
Okay.
Do you stop or do you keep flipping?
Sure, I'll stop on one.
You are looking and you just see like, I can't believe that everybody's just focusing on those fucking strappy things. Like, they're fucking really nice guns, and I have all these different things, and no one will let go of these fucking straps. Like, oh my god. And it's like pages.
Pages of all of the strappy things.
Recently written. Ink's still kind of fresh.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
Recent
There's
wounds.
other random information. There's no identifying in the book,
Yeah,
at least.
He just has GF, so I can assume it's probably guy friendly. Or maybe his last name starts with an F, his real last name.
His belt buckle also says GF.
GF, yeah. And maybe he was like Guillermo Fucker or something. I don't know whatever her last name
Guillermo
is.
Fierro.
Guillermo Fiermo.
That's it. That is it.
I hope that's it.
Actually, that would make sense that he changed it because he got bullied so much. Actually, I feel like that would be on par with our
Let's just
shit
go
at
forward
points of
assuming
view.
that is it.
Guillermo Fierro.
Sure, I'm cool with that. I think we should try guy friendly first.
You just
though.
go up to the legendman. Do you have a guy here named Guillermo Fiermo?
He's like, I didn't, but I do now.
He's like, yes, I do. And then some other guy who's just like some guy.
The legendman just goes, no, that'd be such
He just bullies him.
10d10 psychic damage.
Name. Actually, yeah, I do have this nerd.
Uh,
Silver guy.
You are standing around Guy's body.
Yep.
You like rummage through his book,
Looting the corpse.
put it back.
Yeah, I put his notebook back.
Except for
I correct that one page. I just scratch out hogs and put I.
Stream went green. There we go.
It went green.
Yeah, it
it's
might have
good
been
now.
my screen, but it's
good
okay.
now.
Yeah. Interesting.
Green.
You gather around the body of Guy. You put the book back. And Vasanthi then goes, this is a simple spell, as his body has been prolonged long enough.
So yeah, we could probably unwrap the head.
Wait, careful with the
Yeah, no, I'm careful. I'm used to this.
you like where you
Yeah.
Um
Is Sid coming with us? What's going on here?
is Sid in the room?
Sid's in the room. I was gonna say something, but I figured I'd roll really quick to see since I'm me. So
It's so weird. We barely know you. Why are you here, Sid?
Didn't happen.
This is like really personal. Could you like give us some fucking
Wasante
space? Oh my
goes,
god.
do you
my
need
bad.
something,
Yeah,
Sid? Is there
no,
is there
no, I'm sorry,
Mr.
I'm sorry.
Buckner?
I'm sorry. My bad.
Get to
my
the
bad.
graveyard shit or whatever.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Weren't you going
I'm
to see
sorry.
about some men checking out the houses? Okay, thank you. He's a good guy, but he never takes a hint. You know.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta be.
It's full.
You
know?
guys are good.
Are you
Wait,
still
shut
here?
up,
Sid, get
fine!
out of here! Oh.
Mog's like fully turned.
Read the room.
Oh, Sid. Oh.
Sorry, you just got something got over
keep
me
the
there.
angry face.
Something got over there for me.
We're
My
on
bad.
thin ice here as it is. Angry
My
face.
bad. Yeah.
No.
So-
Sorry,
appreciate
Sid.
Appreciate
Sorry,
the
Sid.
enthusiasm.
If somebody would like,
Love you. Don't come back.
if somebody wants to head into the lands between with me, it is often easier for somebody close to the departed.
How does this
Physically.
work? Do we have to like give factual evidence about something, or are we just trying to convince that you said you're talking to a god, right?
Yes, gods have got all the evidence they need. I don't think you need to present factual evidence to a god.
Okay. So
there-
how's it work?
Well, often only really done this once before. It has called for a resurrection of a recently departed soldier. One who, in devout service to the previous king, sacrificed himself for the Lord.
Did it work?
You guys say you need a soldier?
You know what? You could
Oh,
just stay in. You could just stay in. It'd
Well, look,
it'd be
I'll
better
stay.
because you'll stop
I'm
looking in and
sorry
interrupting.
I raised my
I'll
voice
stay.
at you.
I'll
That
stay.
wasn't.
I'll stay.
Just
wasn't-
stand in the
Stick
corner
in
over
the
there.
corner, be quiet.
Thank you.
You want to be seen and not heard.
We are such assholes.
If he speaks up one more time, I swear to God, I'm going to demote him. I have the
It's
power
not
to
good
do
to
that.
swear to gods.
I swear to all of the gods.
Even the moon.
Anyway, I am going to enter the lands between. If you wish to enter with me, there's a greater chance of him coming back. Last time I asked for a soldier back, I was told it was not his time to.
So it didn't work before?
He had completed his service, so our legiman had deemed.
Oh, well.
So
From
you're
what we
saying
could
you've
tell.
only tried this once and it was unsuccessful.
Yes, I've seen it work before, though. So
Let's do
But
it.
to be fair,
Uh,
from what we can tell, Guy has a lot of shit to do still, so that shouldn't be a problem. We just gotta convince him of that or something, or what?
yes, it is off. I've heard of grieving widows, often involved in returning their loved one's life. There is speculation that it is often when none have ones fighting for them to return, likely as those left waiting for him are already beyond. And thus was the case for the warrior I was set to bring back.
I see.
Was
so the more
set
of
for
a,
a different
bring it
plan.
back then.
the more of
It's
a
a-
connection.
It's a duty we hold for soldiers of the crown who sacrifice themselves.
Oh.
It is
So
our
it's
rightful.
more about the connection to the person. Is what you're getting at.
That is what I'm told. Again, all speculation from the church. But more prayers are answered from grieving widows than not. So,
I think
Numbers.
I mean, I could pretend to be his grieving widow. Would
Do
that-
you care for the man who's fallen? And he looks down
I think
I feel like somebody
out of
else
all of
might
us-
do a better job of
out of all of us,
That-
Moog knew him the best.
Moog or maybe group keeper.
Moog steps forward and goes, I knew him very well. I'm happy to make my plea in front of the Ledgerman, you called him? Ledgerman? What is that? What is...
It's a god.
That's a good question.
But, like, what does... What exactly...
He writes ledgers.
He's a man of
That's
ledgers.
a book, right? He's just like a book writer.
Kind of like a list.
He's like
I
an
think.
author. What did he
Right.
write? Anything I've read?
Probably not.
Your name.
I was gonna say if you've read the book that he writes, then you probably would be dead.
Oh.
Ooh, probably. You're probably into what he's writing.
You're right. Yeah.
I think he writes dead people.
Take me to the land of the dead, Magic Man.
More,
And he just
more
extends
than
his hand to us.
Love the enthusiasm.
You watch as he just stands across from Wasanthi in front of the table to Guy, and Wasanthi goes, all right. Lights up the incense, rests a diamond on a pillow at the end of the table, bends his hands to Moog, goes, if there's anything you all would last time Guy's soul is with
Good luck. No pressure.
Get out
Yeah.
of here. God, he keeps poking his head in.
Not the time, Sid.
Guy, I'm really gonna need you to come back. You make a lot of brash decisions sometimes, I'll admit. You're a real pain in my side. I feel like I have to look after you a lot. But I'm not done looking after you. And I still need you. 'Cause who's gonna look after me? Fucking
I will.
Cruz over here? Hell no! This guy needs both of us to look after him, so
Wait, who's?
Moog goes, you guys are right. He is the brains of this operation.
well, I
You
wouldn't
need
go
him
that
back.
far.
I think you mean Whirl. We don't know a cruise.
Whirl, yeah.
But I think I just had one of those brain thingies. Call them
Farts.
what? But those came out of what?
I think that's the point of why they call it like a brain fart.
We've got.
Oh.
Anyways, point
Not
is,
supposed to happen.
Point is,
Wasanthi
we've
is
got
just
people
chanting
saved.
Celestial while this is going on.
we've got people to save, and you still need to be here to do so.
We still have to figure out why you don't like people so much, Guy. There's lots of unanswered questions. I mean, I tried to reach out all the time, and you always pushed people away. We're trying again to reach out, and please don't push us away this time.
Moog just goes, they're coming for you, buddy. And he just looks toward Wasanthi, who is like mid celestial chant, and as white as sort of a sheet, shoots through Wasanthi's eyes. He touches forward on Guy's forehead and bends out for Moog. Moog like looks back at you all and just kind of like gives you a face as he grabs hold of Wasanthi's hand. Just a flash of light rings out from
Don't say anything.
You
What?
Guy.
If Guy doesn't come back, we blame Sid, right?
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
He fucked up the ritual.
Guy.
Oh, Guy, yes.
Last thing said to Guy. Last thing Guy did was step out of the line. Walk into the mist in the lands between. That's what you see is just a flat field, slate beneath you, and a thin layer of mist as far as the eye can.
What are my surroundings? What am I walking on?
You lost sight
Walking
of the
on
line
dirt?
of people. No, it's slate. It's just like a marble slate. Smooth surface. You say anything?
Just, hello?
Hello?
Anybody out there? Okay. I'll just keep going. Ogs! What? Three? I'm just on edge. Do I have any of my stuff on me, or am I just like here?
You feel for your hip.
Yeah. Instinctually.
You feel your gun.
Oh, I don't draw it, I just have it, and I'm standing looking for what I'm hearing.
Two. You. On.
Ah, I need to go back to my friends. I seem to be lost.
On. You get no response. What are you doing? Are you walking? Are you standing?
If the sound doesn't, I'll probably wait a few seconds,
You hear like
then I'll just
whispers.
start keep moving.
It doesn't stop, but the words become more and more. You hear whispers.
I'll just keep moving, yeah.
Something is said beyond your perception. Sparely.
If this is the way, I'll just keep going.
While. Feels like 10 minutes. As another 10 minutes pass, you have no knowledge if that was 10 minutes or an hour. 20 now feels like 2 hours. Another 10 feels like eternity. The whispers get louder and more sudden. What do you hear? I see. And I see all.
I just want to go home. I can't see you.
The voices
Show yourself.
are not always the same. You I
Who are you?
be distant or powerful. We are many. We await for
You wait for me.
one earth. Looking for something. I do you.
I want to go home. But if this is one of those magic necklace things, I have reservations. Stop with this creepiness. Show yourself.
Who cannot?
Uh,
Oh. The ground beneath you tears. Steam of ripping can be heard, or ripping, tearing through your brains, and you're torn through the ground and begin to fall. You begin falling, 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 twirling head over heels as you start falling toward a forest. Again. Drop. And with a thud, you crash through trees, the ground hard. You feel the sound, or you hear the sound and feel your bones crack, snap like twigs suddenly, hard as you hit the ground. All of them at once. Your spine shatters, your legs break, your arms snap.
oh.
You stop. You open your eyes. You look up through the tree above. Try to move.
Yeah, I mean,
A pain
if I
like
can...
no other moves your body as turn your head left. Your arms are snapped backward. Your legs inward. You are a crumpled mess. Bones. Bed of the florist. The florist. The bed of the florist.
I start calling out. Oh, Grove Keeper. Ogs. Oh, shit.
You hear the snap of it.
Oh, who is that? Help me, I need help.
As you hear another break, look your head to the right. A wolf approaching. Big steps forward. It begins to loom in closer as you hear snarls come from other directions.
Oh, that's not good.
As looming, hearing comes vicious snarling.
Did my gun manage to stay in my hand?
Tell me. You have one in your hand. You have two guns. One in your hand has fallen out. Did you not use the strappy thing on the other?
The strappy things were secured when I died, and I only had one gun out. Fuck. Well, if I can manage to just shoot it. It doesn't have to be at one of them. I'm just trying to make a loud sound.
You try to move once more. A loud pain body.
Mm-hmm.
Charles, as its eyes begin to glow, motes of red embers, as it begins to speak, goes, "What do you?"
I want to help my friends. Save my people. I can only do that by going back. They need me.
You won a second chance. Why should you get it? Individuals smarter than you have perished for reasons more noble than a blasted bird. Ah! He takes a bite into your abdomen, and you feel the teeth cut into your flesh as the two other wolves, which are clearing, do the same. You feel your body get fouled as the wolf looks up in the air, spraying a spray of blood and howling. You need to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okie dokie. Love my guy. There it is. All right. Not one.
You let out a scream in pain, horror, as your vision goes blank. You pass. You hear the voice of this wolf that howls. Its words come into your mind. Only the weak die as prey. The strong become predators. Your vision. You awaken at the foot of a cliff. An arid, dry. You look toward it where it lays is not dead. Is
This one is the gal.
as it calls out, you can't help but also try to call out for
Old
aid
girl.
as you die alone out in the wilderness. Old, your parents wouldn't go. They assured you, dangerous west, your lives before you weren't ready. However, you knew your. But as you lay at the bottom of this cliff, crumbled from the ledge above, your life slowly slips away. Your move, the snap big in your eye, shuffling. Need you to make a perception check at disadvantage. You struggle to keep what remaining have in. You hold.
9.
You look back toward the sun, toward where you hear the snapping come from, and you see silhouettes. First one, see humanoid figure about 6 feet tall, firm and sun, or a second rises up, bows in their hand. You can see they creep to forward. Third,
I reach up.
fourth, they move toward.
Old friend.
They close in. You lose your vision as they approach. Wake up for a moment as a wound is being tended in the abdomen.
Bandages are being removed and something is being applied, and you jolt awake for a moment, screaming before the pain you out once. You get blurred visions, waking up side of a bed, sweating, breathing heavy, fighting for breath, coughing up blood, and then passing out once more. The last solid vision you have is waking up to the sun cutting through a tent, hole in the center, a number of leaned, large sticks in the center of a canvas. Someone sits around you, fire, laying a wet rag on your start to blake.
Oh. Moog, is that you?
Hush, child. You speak mad. You are still ill.
Thank you for helping me. I will repay any debts.
No payment necessary. Rest.
You soon find yourself standing. Mesa overlooking vast expanses of open land, number of arid mountains making up the horizon on one side, vast open plains making up another, as you a number of scantily clad, wearing mostly tribal garb, warriors riding along horses, carrying weapons, bows, riding deftly alongside one. Running alongside them runs your horse. A splint running along their leg, now tended to stand on the cliff face, with a splint currently look
That's
proudly
the
at
old gal.
horse taking to running again. As Moog walks up beside you, goes, slaps you on the chest and goes,
Dune, it's your turn. Oh, please. It's about time you get back out there once again, too. You'll be on her back riding. Okay, now.
I can't thank you and your people enough. I never would have made it out there, as much as I hate to admit. Sometimes everyone needs some help, don't they?
he looks toward you, looks you in the eyes for a moment, goes, what do you need?
Right now, I just need to get back. I don't think this is back.
Trying to get back to exactly. What's waiting for you?
Well, you are. And the rest of our friends. You haven't met them yet. But you will.
He looks down the ground over the bow.
Still don't know. Not true. It brought you
No,
here, so you probably see it a blessing. I think that is part of the problem. Still yet to open your eyes.
Shakes his head.
Still don't know what you need. I don't know if you're going any out.
I need to make right what my people have done wrong. You and your people showed me firsthand right here. You're making me relive this experience, showing me the good that is out there and the terrible things that my people have done. That's why I need to go back. I say to help my friends, but you should know. We've had this conversation. Well, not yet, but the order is coming. They've already done terrible things. I'm trying to stop them from doing more.
Friends.
Do right.
What are they to you?
They're more than just friends. They're the people I care for. Ever since you all helped me here, I dedicated my life to strangers, being the person for them that you were for me, helping them get through a tough time. And these people, although they may have different ways of going about it, are kind of the same. They just want to help people. Well,
Who are they really
I
helping?
haven't figured out hogs, but
Ask you.
One second. I ask you. Who are they really helping? You came to these lands by your own accord.
it's true.
You had your mind set on something. You had faith in yourself. You didn't let anything hold you back.
Turns toward you.
That's commendable. If everyone had your confidence, well, to be honest, I think we'd have a lot more dead on our hands.
It's very true. I've surprised this hasn't happened sooner. I'm not going to lie.
You speak so jovial of the matter, but you speak of the help you others. Do you not think that is true?
What do you mean? I don't think that is true. The help I bring to others?
You laugh, speaking on your want to return. If you truly wanted to help others, would this not be more heavy burden? Your friends, they're in dire straits. I know you know this. You wish to help them. But I ask you once again, Guy, what is it that you want, or a desire to return, is true, but it's not what you've always wanted. It is not what you've always needed. And it is time you realize that you cannot do this on your own.
Well, of course I can't. Do you see what happened when I tried? I got our group into this mess. I tried to get us out. Here I am. Now my friends are just going to fix it for me while I lay here, doing nothing? That's pathetic.
And I
I won't let
ask,
it happen.
Then I ask you once more, Guy Friendly, what is it you want? Ask me, and I will give it. What you
I want
must.
you to send me back so I can save my friends, my family. Save them from myself and my mistakes.
For it. Yet still without the insight to know what it is. He looks deep in your eyes, begins to shake his head. One day, Guy, you will find what you've always needed, already out there looking for. The sun grows bright behind Moon. The moment it starts to silhouette. Soon your vision turns and walks in. Your vision is by a golden light as you start to wake up. You get a glimpse of
He's a zombie. Get him.
Are you back? Jeez. You got some
And
more cryptic messages for me, sir?
you are out a second after.
Oh.
You just blink
Okay,
awake
never
to
mind.
glimpse it. And as you see him, well as another figure, you see Wasanthi for but a brief moment. They're not looking at you, you're looking like down on the ground, you're looking up at them, and they're looking at something else. You cannot see what, but they're looking up toward mist, shouting. You are out a second later. The thing you remember is waking up to Wasanthi is there. You are in a warm tent by torchlight. As you arrive back,
does my whole body feel broken?
no. Your body is incredibly wounded. I mean, yeah, your whole body feels broken. I'm sorry. Yes, it does. 100%. I mean, you're at 1 hit point for all intents.
Yeah.
So yes,
Yep.
it does. And
but does it feel noticeably different from Dream Broken?
No, it's about the same since Dream Broken was pretty much the same thing you experienced.
Yeah.
IRL.
There's some memories there.
Stop getting dropped from heights. All right.
It's not the first time it's happened, as you all just learned.
But Moog, sort of as he sees you awake, he lets go of Wasanthi's hand, looks towards you, and goes, "Hey there, big fella. I heard you went wandering in your sleep."
Oh, what do you mean went wandering?
Not entirely sure, but love to dive into that later. Some other date.
I mean, yeah, I feel like you would have to answer what you were doing.
That
was that Grovekeeper. I lift my head and see.
That was something, Wasanthi. You guys, as the blinding light took the tent a moment later, you hear a shattering of crystal, and waking up, and Moog, as if he didn't go anywhere, is looking down to a now awoken Guy once more. As you all sort of come to, you or as
get the bird.
No. We had, to deal with a vampire who wanted to get to you.
And your dead corpse on the ground from the bird dropping you.
Now, I
Yeah.
don't know if he's still after you because you technically didn't die, or if he has to
Seemed
kill
like-
the bird now.
It seemed
my
like he was
vote is
after
on it.
us as a group.
But
I think he's
long
after the
story
bird now.
short, long story short, we're also gotta go kill the bird because if not, we get thrown in prison.
Vampire. You have to kill a vampire.
I thought it was also the bird.
No, the vampire is what you're tasked with to kill in a fortnight. Bird comes next.
Okay.
The vampire is seen as an immediate.
So, I guess you probably won't have him on your back anymore, but now we gotta go
Sid,
after
stop
him.
clapping.
Yeah, Sid for some reason keeps poking in. I don't know what's going on with this
This is
guy.
Sid Buckner. Sid Buckner. This is Guy Friendly. Say hello, you two.
Hello, sir. Howdy.
Anyways, he's very rude. Doesn't know how to read the room.
We hate him.
I'll just let myself out.
He's gonna demote him apparently.
Bye, Sid. I'll talk to you in my office later.
Oh God.
And
Sid gets back down to just regular guard.
And
he has to
Sid-
go back out on patrols.
out of the campaign until Guy's next death, where Sid will return demoted and fighting for his place in the Valamir.
He's no longer a paladin. He's a
be on
fighter.
patrol. He's just gonna be no. He's still wears all of his official stuff, but he just is like on patrol. Now, like, name. God damn it! I know your cat's in the tree. We'll get to it.
Like
Attempt sending
he
stone.
casts Sanctuary on himself to pick up the cat, so it doesn't attack him.
Because he can, you know? He's like, I can do this, so...
Just like, gods protect me! Your little guy.
But yeah, so we're apparently gonna go look at some graveyards. I mean, after probably some rest, I definitely...
We have to go now. Yeah.
But something
good,
goes,
no.
go rest. You'll have that place, my place. You can rest there for the evening, and we'll pick up
Kinda
things tomorrow
Kind of
morning.
like scoop up guy.
Wait.
And just
you-
like princess carry him.
You
Ow.
said wait.
This is painful.
Okay, you guys head out. of
Yeah,
the
I thought you
hunting
said
ground?
wait, so I was like, what?
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
you did say wait. I thought.
I was I was gonna say something. And I was like, wait, no.
Okay.
Dumb.
Well, I
You-
think we're good to head back then, right?
Yes, you are. Like to. If you do not mind, go ahead and make a. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
Okay. I'll take help from my familiar. Good old peepers. Ooh, okay. It's not a nat 1 at least. But it's gonna be a good old 9 total.
You guys,
Instead of a nat 1, it's a natural 2.
you guys safely get home with no problem.
Nailed it.
Nothing alerts.
That was some first rolls.
But yeah, you are safely home once more within Willow Heights, within East Willow. You guys enter the large estate that has been sort of acquired for you all as you finish the evening there. The city is still sort of lit up with excitement. Some shops are still open. The bars are very active as people get off the events of early this evening, sort of retiring to an evening establishment. You guys, however, passed these all up the city streets, still alive and active, but you turn in quite tuckered from the evening's affairs. You each turn in. If there's anything else you want to do for the night, you're welcome to, but Brooke is sort of back at the manor and welcomes you all home with a
Didn't
Well-
invite anyone in, right?
Just a large, tall, pale fellow. That was okay, right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
We
Thank
gave
you.
you specific instructions.
Of course, I didn't invite anyone in. How'd you all do?
Guy's broken every bone in his body.
Ah, you look horrible.
But I think we've got it
Thank
in
you.
with the king. And he made it
Nothing
pretty
to-
public in front of all of the other officials that if we kill this vampire, which we wanted to do anyways, they might help us. So
Oh,
that is actually good.
But, anyways,
How much time do we
like
have?
the good
you
old
were attacked by the
saying,
vampire.
nothing like a good night's sleep won't help you with all fixing your bones instantly.
Yes, we
so
were attacked by the vampire in the middle of the night hunt that we did in the woods.
No,
Well, I
Victor
mean,
is
we
probably
figured
something
that could happen. It was more how quickly
it all went
someone
awry.
died. Somewhat prepared for it, but it was like it instantly happened.
Well,
You're
Right.
muted, Whirl. I see your lips moving,
Yes,
but
I
there's
was. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, we were kind of hoping that it wouldn't happen.
well, I'm glad you're all safe.
yeah. I tried praying to the moon. I guess that's something people do. Didn't work out. I guess.
I figured this would go better, than that. Everything started off earlier in the day. Nonetheless, we'll get ahead of things tomorrow. I'm gonna turn in. Bruce?
Yeah.
Oh, join you. Yeah, darling.
She heads upstairs. Your
Hog like starts to walk with you, and then goes, oh wait, never mind.
Barkley and Garland, your
Maybe
chef,
they're into it.
and
I
sorta-
look at Hogs like,
You mean the creepy goblin in the corner?
hey man, it's 8:31. We
Technically
don't judge
doesn't
people
sleep.
anymore. It's 8:81. Sorry. You turn in. Barkley sort of comes out and goes, are y'all do y'all need anything? Can I turn in for the evening, or you want me to have Garland whip you up anything? I can maybe like draw up a bath if you need.
Everyone looks at Hogs.
I think we're okay.
Because
I mean,
Master Hogs, you do often ask me to draw you up a bath because you bathe so often.
because of
I mean,
how
I
much
don't
he
ask
stinks.
you. I just do it. But
What's sweating like?
you do it a lot.
I have fur. I'm an animal. I don't sweat.
You still sweat. I feel like.
It's
you
not
have
how
you have some. You're not all fur. You would sweat a little.
You don't pant, so I'm pretty
you
sure
don't
you
pant
sweat.
enough.
Maybe I do.
You know what it's like to not have to sweat though.
Cows don't sweat. I'm a cow person.
You were like a
My
weird
skin's
giant.
leathery.
You're like a
There's
weird
definitely
giant fey
some more
person.
person than
It
cow.
is, if I remember correctly, it is like all Matt Mercer's world that like established
it was just the
Furbolg
joke.
as I've heard about this recently. I'm pretty sure like it's like a frustration because like ever since like Matt Mercer's established them as like cow people, everybody's just like they're
It's really
cow
just
people.
the
It's like
flat
the
nose. It's
it's
really just
the-
the flat nose.
yeah. I mean, I'm fine with it. I do like the kind of like art around it. But it's like they're weird fey giant.
Yeah.
That's why. They're kind of a mix match for. Anyway,
But yeah, I think we should probably just turn in unless anyone has anything they want to do, or is there anything people are looking for? I mean, this was a night hunt. I imagine it's morning-ish.
already? No, I mean it's still in the middle of the night. It's getting. I mean, it is late at night. But like you started the
Okay,
night when
not like
you started the hunt when sundown hit, and then a bunch of shit went down. So it's the middle of the night. But
well, either way, I mean, I think I'm good just to go to sleep.
it is going to be a late morning for you all. So you turn in.
Yeah.
You all turn in. Okay. Throughout the evening, you find well-needed rest, and you're woken the next morning by a thumping on your door. Just a hard.
Hogs will walk up to the front door with his nightcap still on.
That's always a good thing to have you answer the door. Yeah.
I'll open it
Little. It's all leather.
The
'cause you made it
first
yourself.
thing everyone sees is hogs when they come.
It's full leather nightcap.
It's like really warm.
It's horrible to sleep in. You just chafe all night.
I'm gonna count this armor, baby.
You answer the door, and Miss Dawn just barges right in. He goes, "Good, you're up," and pushes in with like a map and his armor on. He just like tramples you over. I love the nightcap. I have one of my own, and pushes by. And
Thanks,
sort of heads
Buckmate.
to the nearest table, where you can see like Garland is already laying a breakfast on for you all, like waking up one by one. As you're heading down the stairs in the center of the place, Miss Dawn moves past and just goes morning as he runs by into the kitchen with a map. You all follow suit, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see
Imagine I'm helping with breakfast, so
yeah, you're prepping. You're all in the kitchen early in the morning as Miss Dawn barges in and like sprawls the table clear in a section unnecessarily and lays a map down. As he goes, morning. You drop something. As Barkley like passes the kitchen, you can see he like grabs a sausage from a plate and goes, so I put together sort of the main 3 locations that he could possibly be held up, at least in terms of cemeteries. First and foremost, there are 3 in the surrounding area. There's one outside the western gates, just across the river. There is one in West Road Keep that is rather well respected. And there is one just south of there's one just north of the coast in the southern east corner of Lakeshore Rounds. So you'll see on the map he'll mark these 3 locations with
Just a well-respected West Road Keep one. Is it well guarded as well, or?
as much as we guard cemeteries, which is not much for their cemetery.
So it's still very possible that he is there.
Very much so.
All right.
The 3 cemeteries within sort of the radius that you have allotted are thus. He does also inform you. I have also looked into ruins within the area, and it seems that the foremost that we would be looking for, there is one within the heart of the forest down south, across Lake Vallis, and there are some dwarven ruins in the mountains surrounding it. So he marks here on the map. There is a small outcropping of ruins which lead into the mountains. Old dwarven settlement that was excavated years ago. From what I understand, there's still an entrance down below there, but critters do inhabit that as sort of a breeding ground of foul fiends. Yeah.
And how far of a trek out is that?
About less than a day. You a good time. Other than Front Watch Point, it is the only ruins on this side of the river, and from what we understand, he cannot pass running water.
Mm-hmm.
That puts us at limited options, as all three of these are running water. We don't know what that means for bodies of water, however, so we do recommend checking them out. There is a fourth cemetery, however. It is not cross running water, and it is a few miles out of town to the east.
Did we ever figure out which direction we saw the thing floating towards?
It started heading from all accounts. It started heading north, but it was quickly lost as it just like started flying upwards in the opposite
And also,
direction
we were
that you were
kind of
heading.
in the woods. We're not
Yes.
exactly sure. Like,
It took to the skies and then it was quickly lost. Mist is not easy to track at night in the sky, especially through trees.
Makes sense.
But we
I
were
think
in these
maybe-
woods, right? The ones I'm
Yeah.
pinging.
Yes, correct.
yeah, maybe we check out those ruins and the cemetery there first.
Do we know if they could have returned to Front Watch Point to re-establish a? That seems
It'd
out
be a
of
bit
range.
Is
far.
it within
I
a
think
day's
it's-
flight?
Too far,
No.
right. Not even a day, like an hour, I think is all it's got.
Oh,
Well,
an hour.
if assisted by the wind, probably. It seems like running water in mind, the two best locations would be the ruins with the forest and the cemetery east of here. I still would recommend checking out any cemeteries across the region as well, to be honest, I don't know if bodies of water count as running water. This is one of those things that that Wasanthi said we could speculate for hours on if we would like, and then I just kind of left.
Gotcha. Thank you. Your help is very appreciated.
What is your mode of operation? Where are you wanting to check out first? I can send men in the other locations.
I'm not feeling 100% yet, but I think if we head towards the most likely locations and any other ones that may be along the way or close by, that may be the best use of our time. Maybe your men could check out.
I think we'll go eastward.
Yes. Maybe your men could check out the cemeteries near the bodies of water, kind of rule those ones out and put them in the least risk possible.
I'm sorry, say that one more time. So which one did you mark? I didn't see it.
We're heading towards
You
the
can go
east,
to the
towards
graveyard
the cemetery and the
and then
ruins.
the ruins.
Okay. You got it.
Asking him if he could do the inner city cemetery.
Yes. He goes, I will begin investigating the one in West Road Keep. No one should ask questions if I'm sniffing around there. And I will work my way to Lakeshore Rounds and then west of the city.
Running water.
Again, if you find any inclination that he is there, get out of there. Come to us.
I will do so. I will make sure not to engage. There is one more thought that Wasanthi and I have put together. If bodies of water don't count, there are a number of ruins on the forests on the far side of the lake. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Timberwolf Woods, but there are a number of ancient lands, hills over there.
That would be within range for him to get to,
Again,
allegedly. Whatever we know.
I'm not
I am
sure.
familiar with the Timberwood Wolves.
It would
Or
be
Timberwolf Woods.
it would be our last priority, as it would depend on how winds carry across the lake. Now, there's nothing else. I will send my men off, and he starts like collecting the papers. He'll send you with like a detailed map leading to an area within the woods. However, like it's just kind of like a gesture. You know, a number of paces are marked, sort of leading from the foot's edge. You should start seeing ruins, sort of. The cemetery, however, is marked on your map, so you have that to navigate there very easily. If there is, like to be my guest, I have to use the bathroom.
I mean, I don't think we really have anything to go buy or anything, right? I mean, unless you guys want to go looking for things. I don't really have any money, but we don't have much on potions either.
Some
I have a
potions.
couple hundred gold.
If we could get a diamond, I personally could try and stop death.
Well, I mean, if we only have a couple hundred gold, that might only be enough for a health potion or two, which could be helpful. Unless, I mean, anything else you guys think we might need? As far as
We could ask for holy water. Holy water could be useful.
Do we need any kind of
I
special
have
equipment?
some, though.
I know I have my weapons that are magical. Will do the trick. I don't think. I don't know.
what was the question?
Do we need anything else before
What
we head
was
out?
your?
I don't-
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
what were you saying about your weapons?
Oh,
I
I
don't
don't.
think-
As long as my weapons are magical, they will be fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't think the
I
three
don't
of
know
us.
if he had any resistance. But
Oh,
I
what
mean,
about
I don't
Moog?
know.
Moog, we need to get Moog something magical. I think he's still.
Could Moog use
or silver? Would silver help? I mean,
I don't think silver works on him.
I mean now
I could
now
give,
it doesn't matter. Like if I when I wild shape, that'll count as magical for me.
Yeah, I don't
could
think that the three of us are.
I'm just like that is something that is a recent change.
Mhm.
Like literally at level 6, that is like now my animal shapes will go past the like they count as magical.
Yeah, they bypass
to overcome resistance and immunities to non-magical attacks.
Yeah.
Moog, I could let you borrow the legacy, and that is a magical weapon. I don't know if he's not there.
I didn't do this because I don't think it would work, but it'd be interesting. You know, there is a spell like to make bolts and ammunition fire. I don't know if it would work with your guns, guy. I didn't prepare that spell today anyways, but that's a thought I've had, but I really don't think it would work with your guns. I'm not sure. Something we could try, I guess, one day, hypothetically, would make your bullets to add magical fire damage as well.
On top of, yeah. That would be interesting, for sure. Put that on my new
Again,
weapon.
I'm not sure, because, you know, your stuff is quite refined and whatnot.
Yeah.
It also does specifically say, like, flame arrows and stuff, but I'm like, that was before guns were introduced into this world. And guns still are just a ranged weapon attack.
Yeah, it's just ammunition. I have to buy it or craft it. Just like
but I mean,
everyone else.
like, oh yeah, it's not. I don't think it gives you free ammo. Maybe it does. Let me double check. Tetra quiver containing arrows and bolts. When a target is hit by a ranged weapon attack using a piece of ammunition drawn from the quiver, the target takes an additional 1d6 fire damage. So I'm like, but what if it's just ammo from your gun?
Yeah, so it's just stuff that I load in. Maybe it's like I'd have to
The
load a full clip
spell's
of it.
magic ends on the piece of ammunition when it hits or misses, and the spell ends when 12 pieces of ammunition have been drawn from the quiver. Man, for a level 3 spell, it's so restricting. I guess at like late game it wouldn't
muted.
matter, but like right now it's like, oh.
Yeah, that would be a spell warp.
There.
Like it,
Yeah,
like
I
the way
figured as
it's
much.
worked, especially for a druid, you know.
I figured as much. That's why I was like,
Would
not gonna do
Moog
that today.
accept the weapon?
A gun, he goes, I'm not much of a gun user, but better than nothing.
It might come in handy. Don't
mean,
worry,
what
you
did
don't
we
need
find
any
out?
ammunition. You just do this. I just show him how to point and click.
What did we
He
find
spins it
out?
in his hand.
What did we find out as far as like, do we need magical weapons and stuff like that? Would silver work? Don't we have some silver
silver
axes and
works.
stuff?
No, you would know.
Moog's knives are silvered. And
Yes, all of most of our weapons.
Yeah,
Silver
Moog would know. Yeah, like that doesn't work against
Okay.
vampires.
Well, then yeah, I guess we need to give you some kind of magical weapon. I could try. This would also be trying to warp a spell, but at the beginning of a fight, I could also try to cast my cantrip Shillelagh on one of your weapons, which will make it a magical weapon for a minute or until it leaves your hand.
We can try,
That
but
could work as well.
if we can just find maybe what works against vampires, maybe like holy water.
Hogs talked about looking for some holy water.
I'll douse my blades in holy water.
Yeah, maybe is it oily?
Actually, I don't know if that would work. I have some holy water if you want to try it.
I wonder if there's but maybe holy oil? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it is.
Maybe we get holy oil, and then you can put that on your weapons.
That would stick or stay. Water would just fall off.
So I imagine that would be a church of some kind. That seems like your realm, Hogs. I mean, what sounds like a good church to look for that? Like, is there a god that's like, I sell things?
Yeah, well, I'm sure my best friend Sid Buckner might know.
You wouldn't like the guy.
I always forget I'm proficient in religion. I guess technically I might even know. Like, I'm an idiot, but
yeah, I'm not proficient in religion, but I think we have
got a good old +1 because of my proficiency.
Yep. Yeah, I could talk to Wasanthi. I'm sure they could hook us up.
2 idiots go try to find a church. You and me, not you and Wasanthi.
Yeah. Moog goes, yeah, that should, sure.
But I mean, nonetheless, here you could use this one. You can try it with this one. I give him a flask of holy water.
I'm gonna throw it at a vampire, you know.
Yeah.
It sounds like a good use of it, to be honest.
I think that all of us should have one. I use it as a spell.
I mean, would you be able to make holy water? Like, do you need something other than water and like prayer?
You need the spell ceremony.
Yeah, I can bless water and make it holy at a cost. 25 gold pieces worth of silver dust, which I do have some of.
Yeah, but some other godly voice. Do you need more? Some spell. It kind of freaked me out, but
it's not marked on my sheet anymore. Why is it not?
Do you need more?
Guess I don't have any anymore. So yes.
Do you need more? Okay, here. Yeah. I give 50 gold to.
I want that back. Saying to Moog.
He goes,
But then we're gonna check out the cemetery.
He goes, "Are you sure? I'm better at getting in position to use holy oil or holy water."
Yes.
Okay. Well, if you come across more, I'm really getting tired of being a vampire. I'll buy some off.
Hey, trust me, I'm more tired of it.
Sure.
Well, 'cause
one just
remember
killed
that-
my friend, but okay.
I open it like, oh well, I mean, one brought me back. Like, you remember this whole thing?
Yeah,
Or,
you're
like,
not around
went through my
vampires by
scars.
being a vampire. He walks away.
I'm always around me though. They haunt me in my mind. As I just like walk away as well.
You should stop thinking of yourself as a vampire. That's a bit self-defeating.
Don't worry, you guys. I don't need any help. Ugh, I just died yesterday. No big deal.
You look fine now. I think you're milking it at this point. You look about as good as me.
Are there any lingering effects
Nope,
to being
you were
dead?
revivified. So no.
No. Bet.
You are definitely playing it up right now.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
That's why I said
Right.
a good night's. As I told you, a good night's rest is good for broken bones.
We play Dungeons and Dragons. This is all true.
We love it.
I'm a licensed healer by the moon.
Trust me, I'm a doctor.
By the moon? Yo, so am I.
A good night's sleep is all you need.
The moon
Well,
told
we
me
love
so.
But yeah.
Everything good happens at night.
So you're gonna
aside from your death, that was bad.
That was bad.
You're gonna
Anyways,
you're gonna go find holy oil.
Holy water.
Holy oil.
Are you buying holy water or blessed oil? Those are
Both.
different things.
we're looking for both.
We're looking for
Would they
both.
not be in a similar locale?
Oh yeah, you would get them from a church. And you can
Oh,
find
I'm going to Wasanti
yeah, you can find Wasanti.
as the
I think
representative.
also at this point we're kind of window shopping because I don't know how tapped we
Yes.
are for money.
Silver dust?
Yes. Also window shopping.
No, I meant
Silver dust.
no. I meant like we don't have a lot of money. Window shopping implies you're not buying.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I have
we're
literally no money. I gave it all to you guys.
I've
so
got money. So
Okay.
I'm
Um,
going to buy.
Well, Wasanti will tell you. He goes, yes,
I've got like drink money.
I can
That's it.
supply you with holy water and holy oil. All you need.
Both,
but-
please.
Um,
However much you can or feel comfortable with. I don't want to put a number to it because
it will be 50
How
gold
much?
pieces
yeah, that
for
works.
holy oil, 25 for holy water.
Cool. I'll take 3 things of oil.
Well, of course we don't charge, for we are a church. But if you would like to donate, it pulls out a bid.
Mhm. Wink, wink.
Ah, okay. Well, I'd love
Remember
to
this?
donate. I'll start counting out. I'll start counting out.
Oh, sorry. We don't
Uh,
sell things here, but we do accept willful contributions. to
You
the
just
church.
let him know that you were willing to spend $150 on
Yeah, I
oil,
will.
and you're
I will
like,
give him-
I'll give you 10.
We are, of course, a gracious organization that doesn't, charge for these services. But we are just a poorly church, that could really use donation.
You know,
He blinks
it's-
his eyes.
This is like way simpler my way. Trust me. Like, you should hit up this natural moon shit. It's good. Anyways, all natural, all around it, baby.
He just jingles the box filled
That's,
with coins,
yeah,
and he goes,
yeah,
"I'm doing
getting
good."
there. I'm counting. I'm
That's,
counting.
That's the name of the god's beard that Grovekeeper grows.
He goes, "Alatona has been good to me," as he shakes the box.
That's not her name. I put money in.
Alatona is his god,
Mm.
goddess.
Very similar.
I don't know that. I think you mispronounced Alarana.
They are similar names. Okay,
Yeah.
Alarana, but it's
Aora.
Alator. Oh my god.
Yeah. I just go, nah, that's not how you pronounce it.
Sid,
And
get
I-
out of here! Oh wait.
I give them money. I give them money.
Bless you.
I give them.
Are you even here? I thought you were demoted.
Sid is just gonna be in the background of every sketch, like slowly getting lower and lower on the totem pole. And we're gonna see
I
him like
give them-
sweeping the streets soon.
He's just a janitor.
I'll give him 200 gold pieces.
For in exchange for what?
In exchange for 3 things of oil and 2 things of water.
Okay. Yeah. You give that oil. So oil will replace will change all of a attack's damage type to radiant if used upon a fiend or undead. It will also.
How long does it last? Like a
also,
poison?
It's like a poison, 3 doses.
Like 1 flask of poison? Gotcha.
And it also adds a decent radiant damage.
Shouldn't we all have one if it's just free?
Really need.
It's not free. I donated a lot of money to get this.
Yeah, exactly. So just ask for like 2 more. Then we all can have one, right?
After asking how much
Guy,
I think you misunderstand the underhandedness of this conversation. Yeah. He wants the exact amount that it costs for him to get this shit from us to
You ask.
You're feeling generous.
You ask for 2 more. Oh, we're out. Actually, we're out of the supplies. But if we need to run out, we would need gold for that. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Of course. Yeah, I didn't ask for more because I already knew this was going to happen. I avoid this awkward confrontation. Okay, so I got 2 flasks of holy water and 3 vials of holy oil.
Yes.
Or what are they called?
Holy oil.
Holy oil? Can I import them?
Holy poison.
No.
Okay. I'll just make them then. New item. New consumable. Edit. Vial of holy oil. I have 2 of them.
Well, I imagine if we wanted to, this might
They
also
have
be a
3
place to get health potions if you guys had any money to
Yes, I'm also
donate
going
for
to shop
potions.
Potions, if you want it, yes.
You mean donate for potions?
I don't think he would have them.
I would definitely, if they have potions, I would buy some.
I mean, I feel like church is a good place to ask for potions. Especially one that's like, we
Wasanti,
sell
do you know
shit.
where we can get potions, healing potions?
Wasanti
apothecary
will
around here?
Wasanti will point you in the direction of a apothecary.
Converts. Oh, no.
What did you say?
I'm talking to myself as I'm writing this out.
You would go to a place called the Winged Bottle, which is an apothecary. You talk to a guy behind the counter by the name of Igon. We'll sell you potion. You are able to find only a myriad of lower tier healing. They range from anywhere to you can find a myriad of healing potions. They range starting at starting at 25 gold pieces for its lowest draft, and begins to range higher to from there. The highest healing potion loaded in.
No. They're in the Google the big spreadsheet. I just have them down as interval prices because you said they were.
Oh, you have them in what big?
I have them in the player spreadsheet. It's a whole nother table to the right.
Oh.
It's my potion of trivial healing, 25 gold pieces, 6 HP. Those are Unterville prices, though. I'm not sure if those are. valid.
Yeah, you can find the same prices, but you can only find potions that lead up to its highest tier.
It's just like pieced together of what.
Yeah, I know. My sheets.
Yeah. I could put it in the Discord.
Wait, I got. Just give me a
No,
second.
no,
Just
no.
give me a second.
No. I just have it screened.
Yeah. Well, the highest one you are able. Get is a potion of healing, which will run you higher than at about 2 pieces.
Okay.
But all the
How many
others
of the
is,
25 golds do they have?
currently on stock he has. Where is the? He has 3 currently.
I'll buy all of them.
Okay. Then it'll be 75 gold pieces.
Well, we're probably gonna
I'll-
buy a bunch here because
I'll
we're gonna probably
dish.
buy more than just those. So what else they got? They have. You said they have 3 of those 25s. How many lesser healings do they have?
I'm just gonna buy all 3 of them straight out. I'm not gonna try to haggle. If we're
Well,
gonna
I'm just
make it, if that's what
saying,
you're
like,
asking.
we're just gonna buy a bunch. So let's just get it.
That's
out
all
right.
I'm buying.
There
you
are-
guys can buy whatever else you want.
I'm saying we could buy more and split it up afterwards. I'm not trying to like get a group deal.
No, I don't care.
Okay. All right, Cruz. Fuck you. You can have all these 6 HP healing potions.
Potion. There are 3
I was
potions.
gonna give you one of these potions, but I'm keeping it for myself now, Hogs.
Well, I'm gonna buy a bunch. I think all of us should have multiple.
There are 3 potions of lesser healing and 1 of the potion of minor and potion of healing.
Okay, I will buy all 3 of the lesser healings as well.
No, I already
So
bought
another
those,
100.
I thought.
No, you
No,
bought
you
the
bought the
trivial.
trivial.
healings. I'm buying all the 50
Oh.
gold.
The 25
ones.
gold. The lesser is 50. The minor is 75. Do you get that? The 1 minor they have?
Yeah, I'll buy that one too.
Okay, so 75.
I'm not, 225 right now.
220.
I mean, Hogs, at least wait till it's of age. Jeez.
God.
What?
It's minor
Sorry.
potion. Get it?
What?
Oh, he's an idiot. The
Yours is-
Minor, I hardly know her.
I'm done with all of you. So yeah, the 75. So you are paying essentially 250. I make well
225.
225. Yeah.
150 from the then add on 75. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, 225.
Plus whirl, it would be like.
It'd be
300
300 technically. Yeah, but and
Which
are you
is what I-
leaving the potion of healing?
That's 200 gold pieces. Does someone else want to help contribute for that one?
Grovekeeper has no money.
Correct.
Guillermo.
I already gave 50. I
Who the
can give another 50.
Fuck is Guillermo?
Just saying, there's another healing potion here.
I can give
200 gold
100 for it.
pieces. All right, I'll throw in an extra 100 then for it.
So you guys are spending in total 500 gold pieces.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
spent 75.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, Cruz is spending 75.
And then
Guys,
425 from the rest of you.
Guy's spending 100. I'm spending 325 gold pieces.
Okay.
I'm playing with the shopkeeper's dog.
Got it. They have a dog now. That's canon. It's official. And he's a cute little Russell Terrier.
There you go.
I
gift NPCs pets.
Pop, he just spawns into existence.
He's a blink dog now.
As
Oh
you're
god.
playing with him. The shopkeeper
Memories
goes,
and everything.
As he's rushed with a flash of memories of rowing with this dog.
I've got so many healing potions now.
You you guys are loaded up on healing potions, holy water, and you can head out toward your destination. Like,
all right,
who all is holding a water?
Super scary.
Hold on. I've got so many things I'm gonna put on my character sheet right now.
Who's ready for a super scary, spooky
Where do we
graveyard?
find the minor ones?
I
Probably a
to load these on there.
Whoa there, Cruz.
Bitch and a half.
Or I suppose mine is the trivial. Sorry.
Watch where you're stepping, bucko.
Right, I wouldn't want to impose on Hog's minors.
I will mark them somewhere. I'll have them available for you to import by next week because I have them.
Okay. I'm gonna give Grove Keeper the potion of healing. I will keep a minor healing. Cruz, are you gonna share any of your trivials, or do you just want to hold on
Not
to 3
anymore.
All right, your Cruz is gonna have the 3 trivials, and I'll split up the other 3 trivials, 2 to Guy,
Not trivials,
and 1 to myself.
Wait,
lessers. Sorry,
lesser.
lessers. I split up my lessers. I'll give Guy two lessers and myself a
How much
lesser.
are those?
And lessers are 8 HP. I myself will take 1 lesser and 1 10 HP minor, and then Grove Keeper will take just 1 bog standard potion of healing, which is 14 HP.
The big hefty
one. The big one, because you are a big one. You are a big boy.
All right, that's gonna be inside. That's gonna be inside some animal hide a lot.
A lot of the times, yes, but
cut open his.
I don't want you without a healing.
There's
potion.
not a thing I can just import.
I will. I'll have it. I'll import it from the other game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you, Grove Keeper? Would you prefer for me to hold on to the big?
No, I'm fine with it.
Potion, or okay, all right.
I'm not opposed to it. I'm just stating the fact that there are times I'm an animal.
Like a second wind. Not second wind, whatever they call it.
It's just I mean it's just wild shape. Like
when you heal yourself.
Oh, that's just like a combat efficiency or something. Being a Circle of the Moon one.
Yeah, it's a fucking great ability.
You can expend spell slots to roll d8s. Like you get 1 d8 at level 1, 2 d8 level 2.
OP is shit. All right. So you gather up all these stuff from around town and head out to destination. Where are you heading first?
The graveyard, right? That was the place we're going?
Graveyard?
Yeah, the graveyard outside the eastern, the abandoned graveyard in the outside the eastern wall.
Okay, and you guys are just walking up the road then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Did we say who has holy water and holy oil?
No, not
I got
yet.
a potion.
Let me figure that out.
Okay.
I figure Moog needs at least 1 oil.
Yeah, I'm gonna take back Moog's holy water.
Okay.
And give him a holy oil.
Okay.
Actually, Moog can keep both because he's always in close. Guy, you're just gonna get a holy oil.
Okay.
No, actually, you'll just get a holy water because you use ranged weapons, so it's less good on ranged weapons.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to soak my bullets in it for fear of blowing up.
Yeah. So you'll just get a holy water.
Bet.
Moog has both. Cruz, what do you want?
I don't need any of your holy shit. My stuff's magic enough.
You just have to like have a dip container and just dip the barrel of your gun before you shoot every time.
Don't know if that's how
you
that
don't-
works.
Cruz,
What?
you don't even want a holy water?
Why would I? I mean, sure, yeah, I could take a holy water to like.
Pretty sure an
So
eldritch.
that way-
an-
Splash it.
Pocket
So
holy
yeah,
water.
you throw the water and then you
Pocket flame.
eldritch blast it, and it
Eldritch.
rains on them.
Eldritch Blast does more.
And then
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
give Grovekeeper.
But both.
I'll give Grovekeeper a holy oil.
What's the range on holy water?
I really
pouch?
don't
Like
see much
20
of a
feet.
point for me to have holy oil on me. Personally, I know that my animal form will get past his resistances. I just
I mean,
I
you could make
also
some great-
what am I dumping him on a claw?
Moog goes, give him to me. I'm gonna use the shit out of these.
I just
He-
hand it
he
to
just
Moog.
doesn't- he
I
just
just hand it
doesn't
over
wanna
to
give him
Moog.
He hates me.
I just hand it to him.
Moog goes, yes. He puts it in his pocket. He has big plans for these holy
I
waters.
just really like I know that
His
I'll
holy
get
oil
past it, but
was-
it's just like I'm
is
like
wonderful.
how even if I
Well,
wild
two now.
shape
He was just
in
doing
my
a second.
hand, like am I just putting it on my hands? Like am I just rubbing oil?
Well, you have the holy oil?
Right.
Well, that's what he was
Moog
gonna
has
give me,
holy
but I'm
oil.
handing it to Moog.
Oh, okay. So he has two holy oils.
Yeah, because I'm like as
Moog
an
will
oil.
take that even more, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like I can't really put an oil on my animal hands.
But I took back the holy water that
So
I
a
gave
fun fact to note, if you want, I just said the Eldritch Blast throw. Holy oil is still flammable.
But Eldritch Blast is force.
Yes.
So it'd be.
That's not one.
Well,
radiant
his
fire.
His does have flame actually.
There it does, yeah, because
And it
you're
does
supposed
have
to
flame.
burn the whole. You're supposed to kill us all and burn the plane. Yeah.
We didn't really talk about that at the meeting.
It was a
I
good
left
thing
that
not
out
to bring up.
intentionally.
Yeah, I
It was a
also
good
didn't-
thing not.
I also
to
didn't bring up the fact that I was one of the people that got brought back from the vampire ritual.
There are good things to leave.
I mean, your eyes kind of give it away, but
My eyes give.
He's just
Actually,
a
my eyes
devout
are completely
follower.
disconnected from the whole vampire thing.
between
That's
your
moon
eyes
shit.
and your skin, yeah, but
The
you don't
skin,
look
yeah, the
natural.
skin's not great. Yeah,
That's what I mean. You know, you already are like, hey, what the fuck's going on?
definitely.
When you were
pretty
like,
pale.
when I was like, do you have any proof? And you were like, I have this, and you like held something up. I thought you were like, I thought you were gesturing that you're pulling up your shirt. I'm like, really?
No, that would have been crazy.
I have this. Here's all my battle
I'm
scars.
dead.
The handshake wasn't enough. He's like, oh, you guys think I'm weird now?
Wait till you see through my torso.
All right.
Party trick. He like sticks
So-
his hand out.
So just to be clear, Moog has.
Miners.
She's
All right.
okay. We're done.
We're done with this bit, honestly. I don't appreciate it. I personally. Yeah, we'll give Moog two lesser healing potions. God damn you guys. Cruz has his 3 trivials
Mhm.
and 1 holy water. Guy has 1 lesser and 1 holy water.
Mhm.
Grovekeeper has 1 potion of healing, and that's it.
And a
And
winning
then
smile.
and a winning smile. And then I have the minor
Mhm.
healing potion and an oil and 3 waters.
And my axe.
Um,
Man, someone really wants to
I-
have a
I
lot
don't
of
want-
water. Super dehydrated over here.
I
As
have
you
my
guys
knife.
are
axe.
as you guys are having this conversation, you're walking out of the city down the road. Sort of like literally going over supplies. It's like, okay, I've given you as you guys are like walking, sort of like nonchalantly
Sure.
down the road, you hear a shout come from behind you. You hear, what? You think you could just leave me behind?
I turn around.
You see Brazik running down the road. with a bag over his shoulder. You can see a weapon. There's an axe sticking out of his back. As he
Quick, everyone run faster.
waddles down the road. He goes, "What part of watching over you during all this didn't you understand?"
Apologies.
Well, I
we,
mean, that
you
was a
got an axe
task
in your back.
given. That was a task given to you, not to us.
Yeah. Making it hard. You got something to hide, he says as he saunters up.
no, we've got a job to do. Don't
Well,
slow us down.
Then
my
come on, and he just
understanding
runs
we've
past
been-
you and keeps
Yeah,
going.
I turn when I say that and start walking.
What do you say,
Yeah,
guy?
So,
I just was saying, it's my understanding we've been given a time limit, so haste is
Yeah, I'd
the
hate.
best way.
I mean, we also weren't told where to find you. Like,
Don't worry, I'll find you when it's neat. Let's go.
well,
Don't be slow.
You were the late one.
I'm ahead of you now. As he's like sort of running ahead of you. You pick up your pace. He
I'm
picks up his.
Pretty sure I have a faster movement speed than this man.
maybe
You want
not.
to test it?
I got 30, and I'm small, and he's also one of them short-legged fellers. I'm confident.
You guys are. You guys
Sounds like a
start
yes. Sounds
running.
like a yes.
Make an athletics check.
Fuck!
Guy watches these two little men in a foot race.
I hope they know I'm not running.
Yeah, I'm going to walk.
15.
Yeah.
You start running ahead, and as he like starts hurriedly picking up the pace, you start like hurriedly picking up the pace too. He stops
No,
suddenly
you're
and starts
slowing
walking
us
on.
down.
He stops suddenly and starts walking alongside everybody else, and he goes, "What's he doing?" As you start to like hurriedly run ahead.
He's excitable.
What the hell?
You like turn back.
You're all
and see him
slowing me
all the way
down.
back.
All right, you guys, let's jog.
You guy.
As you walk past me, you're like, all right, guys.
You guys mosey on down the road. You can see Glanik like lights up he like quickly like pulls out little pouch, like quickly hand rolls a cigarette and just sticks it in his mouth, lights it up as he walks along.
Glanik?
Did I say Glanik? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Brazic.
Braz.
Brazic.
Okay.
Brazic,
okay.
Little surly dwarf. I mean,
I thought that's what. I'm sorry.
It's hard to say how old he is in years, but you can see he's got like some wrinkles under his eyes. A tough looking man wearing some heavy leathers and carrying a rather shiny silver axe upon his back. As you guys make your way toward the cemetery. It's an early morning jaunt, and it's only a few hours down the road. As you guys make a leisurely walk through a number of countryside farms, which run on the north side of the road as you run alongside a forest, which moves along the outside of the cemetery. You can see it up the road as you all approach, and as you mosey on down the road, Glanig, I said Glanig again, Brazic, sort of, as you guys are on your journey, Brazic goes, "So, tell me, you fought this thing before. What should I be prepared for?"
Sometimes he looks like a normal, pretty elf. Other times he looks like a weird, elongated monstrosity. Always really golden hair, though.
Always an asshole.
He tries to mess with your mind.
I see. Interesting.
Yeah, it like will look at you and you'll just kind of want to help him. That's what happened with some of the king's men. Reminds me, did I update my spells on here like I did in my
Yeah,
other
I'm also.
location?
I see.
Like I did on my other sheet.
So what do you all have planned to accommodate that?
Well, I myself am pretty good at stopping charm effects that happen to us. I did them yesterday in the fight. But we're mostly just ready for it.
I'll be able to dispel some magic on people.
Okay.
It
Saw
is,
myself.
with all due respect, sir, the monstrosity is in this state because of my friends here. I wasn't even with them for the fight, and he is on the back pedal. So as long as we push towards him and catch him while he's surprised with his pants down, so to say, we can get this taken care of quickly. So if you don't mind, let's do this without all the back
I'll
and
be honest,
forth and
I don't
making
wanna see
jabs
him
at
with
one
his pants
another.
down.
He looks at you
You don't have-
confused. He goes, I was making jabs. I'm looking for insight on your strategy. If you have faced this thing as many times as y'all say, you should have a plan, no?
Don't group up too much.
Sounds like I should keep close to y'all, no?
Within the range, but not too close.
He likes to, shoot some fireballs around. So it's just good to not be too close together.
Like, really, if you're within, like, 30 feet of us?
I'll make sure to close
Yeah.
the distance with this here fucker quick. Make
You can
sure.
fly.
He also can sprout wings.
Ah.
He's apparently a really old vampire.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Show me, point me in his direction, and I'll try to hold on tight should he take off then.
But yes,
all right.
so
Good luck with that.
as far as we know, he's gonna have a coffin hidden somewhere, and I imagine there'll be something protecting it, even if it's not just him,
Right.
He's known for manipulating people in the past.
He's definitely sent a couple like enthralled / dead people our way a couple times.
Interesting. Well, we'll make sure to keep an eye out for any slave, I guess. You guys approach the outside of the cemetery. As you sorry.
We'll have as we're getting to it, also just kind of have keepers fly around, kind of just even to the back end, to just see if there's any movement around before we get too far in.
Yeah, you do so. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Alright, and this would be theirs. They have advantage and +3. Ooh, 22. 19 plus 3.
Nice. You can see a little overgrown graveyard tucked into some trees in the middle of this forest. You can see it is it's not a large affair. There are a scattering of different graveyards graves all around the sort of plot. There's a small iron gate which runs along one side leading from the road. It is surrounded by a number of trees which kind of give it like a small plotted off area, a section of like a small path leads deep from within the woods to a little mausoleum, which sits sort of dark, untouched on one corner of the graveyard. A little church that sort of sits currently doors ajar, slightly,
Well, that's not good.
as
there's
the
a-
inside of it lays empty, or I'm like lightless. You can see there is a smaller, sort of single small structure sat next to it, which houses some sort of stone mausoleum plots. But other than that, most of the graveyard is just dead in the day. You can see there are a couple of farmers which trot up and down the road, but from the outside, it just seems undisturbed.
There seems to be, a mausoleum in a church, and I know we talked about how they probably would be in one of those fancy crypt mausoleums. So
We
that
can
might
check
be
it
a
out.
good place to look. Also, the church's doors were open. There's no lights or anything, but I don't really think they need light.
I thought they'd prefer the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They certainly
Just
do.
might be worth checking the church out as well. Maybe if there's someone watching over. Feel like a good place to start. Anybody? God. Bless you. God, Sid, stop following us around.
Sneezing.
Got a job as a courier running.
This is his demotion. He's running the graveyard shit.
He's running missives up and down the road. Bye. Yeah, what do you guys
the
doing?
church is where we're going. Sound good? Do you guys want to sneak up on it? I don't know, just go in. I don't see anyone. I mean, it seems quiet.
A little too quiet.
Maybe someone goes around back while we go up front.
I could do that if you want.
Okie doke.
I'll check it out.
So you're sneaking ahead, or you're?
They're going.
Yeah, sure.
Hogs is like going around back, like see if anyone goes out the back while we go in the front.
Going alone?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I'll if Peepers
Moog
flies back,
asks
I'll put him
you
back.
that.
There's
what I will say.
Ah,
Sure, you
asks
can come
that,
with
are
me.
you going alone?
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Well,
signals. You can't
yes,
say
you
yes,
are going
come
alone,
along.
and he'll follow you.
Currently,
Yeah.
do you want to?
Yeah, he'll come
okay,
with
let's go.
We just said we didn't need the attitude, and here his hogs bringing more attitude.
I'm starting to think that it might not have been your problem. I say to Miss Don.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Not Miss Don.
Did.
Not Sid.
No.
Not Sid.
Sid is not
Brass.
here. Sid is not here.
Sid is here.
Brass.
Yeah, I know. He's
Sid
running.
is always here.
Yeah, he's running a message down the road.
Sid
Okay.
is always here.
He got demoted. He's currently doing courier jobs diligently because he's a good man like that.
This man got thrown into this campaign because of a dead player, and he is just getting ranked through the coals.
Yep.
But yeah,
You
so
gotta,
you're going around back?
Yep. Super stealthily with a 6, which is a natural 1.
Oh, Nat won it.
Well then.
I can't wait to hear
Sneaky
you
little
from the front.
Moog, shut the fuck up!
Yeah, but what does Moog get? I want Moog to Nat 20 this so bad.
Make a perception. Oh, you're just like going around the back to like look through a window?
Yeah, just trying to check it out. Check out the place. Kind of see what's going on. get a little perimeter
And then
walk while
and
they
then
go into the front. Make sure that no one comes out
Yeah,
the
I
back.
believe-
Kind of situation.
Cruz and I and whoever else, I can't remember the dwarves' name, but we're all just walking in the front
Wow.
as they're doing this. We're not really waiting for them.
Oh, okay.
Brazik.
Yeah. This was like to see if we startled anyone to running out the back or anything.
The two of you creep up the back, while the rest of you front. As you guys enter the front, you open the door.
And even though I'm gonna suck at this, gonna check for traps. I am so smart. My investigation was gonna be negative something. Good old -2. Let's do this.
-2.
14.
Don't see any traps. They do all to make.
You asked for me to make a perception check, correct?
Yes.
And also, do
Wisdom.
me and Moog need wisdom saving throws or no?
No.
Okay.
Man, I like rolling 16s, I guess. And I have a +7. So yeah, 23.
21.
25.
You
Nice, guys.
All 20s, damn.
all 20s. You guys watch
Yeah.
suddenly as a screeching wraith goes tearing from the floorboard. Suddenly,
Oh boy.
it comes screeching out of the ground, and as its face elongates, its mouth gapes open wide. And from the inside of a black void that is within its mouth, a second wraith begins to unfurl from within, screeches bloody murder, and runs towards you all, passing through your bodies as it flies out into the sky. It just
Oh, that was
passes
a little
through you.
dramatic.
I don't think that's it. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. You guys just watch it pass through you as you
Interesting.
stand. It's kind of it was kind of spooky, but
I just want the other wraith is also gone as well.
Yeah.
Like,
it just kind of it vanishes. It follows. Well, it like unfurls into itself. It like it
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
out of its mouth, and then its insides
Okay.
like go through its own mouth. It's horrifying, and then it passes through your form. You feel like a cold present run down your body. But you've seen some shit, guys.
mean-
That's nothing.
I
We're here to
feel
fucking
like
kill a
that
vampire,
means
baby.
someone doesn't want us to go in this church, which just makes me kind of think we should go in.
You guys hear from the other side of the wall. Moog, did you hear that?
Who goes shh?
Shut up!
Uh,
You're being loud.
so. I mean, I'll go in first
Well,
if we
yeah,
still
it
want to.
seems-
Yeah.
I
do
mean, you
we
guys are
see-
just standing in an open
Yeah. Okay.
church. It's
does
kind of like
there
an
seem-
open like there's just like a untreated wooden
Kinda
floor,
wanna- yeah.
a couple broken spots in it. There are a number of pews which run to the front, for which you can see a statue to Estra is currently stood in front of a offering dish, which it runs dry for some time. There's dust that lays in the entire room. There's planks which have fallen over the windows.
Is there any part that seems like less dust, or like is there dust that seems displaced?
Make an investigation.
Anyone want to help me?
I would
Yeah.
I'd be looking as well.
Could
Go
we
ahead.
instead make a survival check to look for like tracks?
No. This would be an investigation check to
So,
search the
Guy,
place
would
in
you like
general.
help?
If you want to
or-
check for tracks around the outside, you can make.
I guess I can't really help you because I'm not.
I can't really
proficient.
help, but I could look as well.
Yeah, make
All
a
right,
separate
so
investigation check.
we each are taking our own. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah, I'll go
Oh.
outside and check.
Yeah, make
Two,
check-
not
baby.
the
check around
worst.
perimeter.
14.
I got a 2.
Mine's 14.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah, survival is a little bit more tied to signs surrounding it, and you would kind of know that like most of the like signs of coming and going are going to be around the threshold, around the outdoors. You like look for the like doorways for any sign of like cracked mud in or out. What were the investigation checks?
14.
2 and a 15.
14.
14. What you and Cruz are able to discover between your two sort of investigations, you can see that there is a window that was reversed and sort of reset into place. You can see the way it was set up. There's like a fallen plank that is inside one of the doors. From what you're able, you can find like dirt tracked along the windowsill. As you can find some dirt disturbed with inside guy that indicates that the fallen plank that is propped in front of this window pane was deliberately sort of propped up there to fall in place once the window was shut from the other side. Somebody did come through this window at some point, but that is the only signs that
It seems like this window is potentially used, but we cannot tell, or I cannot tell, by whom or when. Is there any like any
it is
place where there might
the window is
go ahead.
on sorry, the window is on sorry, what's your question?
I was gonna say, is there any like other rooms or like doors or anything?
There is like a small coat closet you can find that's filled with like a brush, a broom, and a mop that hasn't been touched in a while in here. But
Is there a
other
bucket
than that, there's
and
like
a
another.
mop?
There's a bucket and a mop. There's I mean there is another room, but it's like a separate building. There's like a separate mausoleum. There's two of them. There's one sort of like up the path by the fence you came in, and the other one
Yeah.
is like just out the window across the way. They're like single standalone mausoleum. Probably have like a casket in.
Mm-hmm.
You can see, yeah, the only doorway in here leads to a small coat closet out the back, and then there's a back door.
Well, I mean, if we don't see much of anything else, I imagine we should move on, but we at
Yeah.
least know there was someone here at some point in time.
Yes, I would agree. It's time to head to the mausoleums.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
should find Hogs, who I definitely don't see right through that window there.
Oh shit!
It's just like honest.
I
Great to see you.
go out the back door.
Okay. Yeah, you guys regroup.
Yeah,
go
we
check
going into the mausoleum.
Which one? Like one of the two that are here? Which of the two?
Yeah, man, the one by the church, since we're here.
Okay. It is a single sort of 5-foot tall building with a little steeple top, laid with tiles. You can see there are a couple columns on all outside and a single iron barred door. You can see like a stone slab door behind it, but it is set with a iron set of gates barring your passage.
Now
Common procedure for mausoleum.
Yeah. Do we think we should try to find one that's open, or do we think I mean, I don't think it'd be too hard for him to lock a thing behind him. Because otherwise, I mean, we're gonna have to like break this open.
Go ahead and make perception check.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of you. You're all checking out the mausoleum.
We're everywhere, man.
I'll investigate it even if that isn't.
17.
Shit.
Same.
Sure, you want to make an investigation check?
Yeah. I just know I have a better chance than these knuckleheads.
Get like up close and personal and start feeling up the mausoleum.
12 for my investigation.
17 is Guy and I both have that for perception at the highest.
You can't find any signs of entry that like there is like a stone door that could very easily break when entered. It could be opened without breaking, but that is a delicate process. That is very common for mausoleums, to show signs of like breaking and entering. The what does catch your attention though, the pair of you standing from an outside, you do see like this large crack which runs down one section of the Colosseum back corner, which does like break quite significantly along its base. And as you guys are like staring at it from the outside, you hogs check it out a little further, and there is like a burrowed hole that runs deep this crack. I mean, it is
How?
like mouse size.
Oh,
We found a
rat
hole in a
size.
crack.
found a
Yes.
hole in a crack. You
Yeah,
know, they
the
say a
hole
lot
in
of
a
holes
crack.
have cracks.
Do
That's a
you
lot of
guys
holes.
think it'd be easier to open from the inside? I mean, I could become a rat and get
could
in
try- you
there.
could-
I don't know
you
if that'd be easier to open from the inside than the
We
outside.
could send in Queenie first and see what she sees.
Queenie's not that small. How big do you think Queenie is? She's like the size of a large cat.
I mean, a large cat could fit through this hole. I think.
You
Cats
said
are
it was the size of
liquid.
a rat.
Cats are liquid.
It's a
though.
it's
Yeah.
a ti- it's a tiny it's a Queenie is a tiny creature, right?
Yeah, she is. But
Queenie could fit through this.
okay.
Just
She's a
because
long-
I mean,
There you
she
go.
is a very thin pseudo dragon.
Yeah,
she is.
She
Yeah,
could
okay.
theoretically burrow. I mean, dragons
They,
are
uh,
burrowers. Fun fact.
They fold
Does
the
she have a
wings
burrow
in.
She doesn't. They don't give pseudo dragons burrow speed.
Oh.
Dragons 100% are giant lizards. They're burrowers. Anybody can fight me on this point. I will die on this hill.
Hey,
Why do you think they live in caves? Do you think they just find the caves? No, they make them when needed.
Hey, my Drake
Your
ward
Drake, yeah.
fucking
Mhm.
like finally
Oh
made
my god!
stone sofas, okay?
I have to
Railings.
tell you this. There was an ongoing joke that I gave him a fine steed for his dragon paladin. That I'm a cool guy, so I let him have like a leveled down Drake.
Yeah.
And it
He
had a
like,
climb
no hit
speed.
points.
Yeah, it had a climb speed though.
It's
It
climb
had
and a
a,
burrow
speed.
a bur-
And a
like a
climb and
very
a burrow
very
speed.
slow burrow speed. But they like wanted him to burrow a path for them, so I'm like, this is gonna take some time. And like he nat 20'd, if I remember correctly,
burrow.
the check I had him make.
Yeah, I believe
And so we just kept making jokes that he's there spending the intricate time making railings through the hallway, and like
it was
there's little
artistic.
steps.
Very
And so
defined steps.
and so and that of course meant it wasn't the last time he burrowed a hole. The ongoing
It
joke was
became-
he's just an architect when it comes to burrowing
it
holes.
became happening a lot. It
Yeah.
was his
Birth-
thing. We needed a tunnel.
Birth,
He was our guy.
Birth,
Birth,
architect.
birth.
Birth. Good day.
Yeah.
But yes, to answer your question, it is kind of Queenie's size. In the sense that it is, yeah. I mean, technically a small. A cat 100% could fit through. Because cats are bullshit.
Yeah, it's our bullshit.
Cats do not
All right.
abide by the laws of
If
physics.
you want to, that is entirely.
I
up to you.
will. Yeah, I'll pop Queenie out. Say, all right, gal. Give her a go,
Huh?
and
And she just dives in, flapping her wings.
I'm gonna pop through her eyes.
Um,
Observe that she does.
got it. You do so. And from what you're able, this tunnel quickly opens up to the mausoleum as you can push Queen up higher into some cracked stone, or she can burrow down deep tunnel some earth further. But from what you're quickly able to gather, this tunnel goes beneath mausoleum,
Okay.
Coliseum.
Mhm.
That sounds like I have to.
Let's see.
The Colosseum.
It's a
It's a coliseum within a
Mausoleum.
mausoleum.
It's the Colosseum
It's
of
a
the Dead.
Or the
mausoleum.
mausoleum.
It's a mausoleum
It's
It's a
just a
shaped like a
mausoleum for
big
all
hammer.
those that have died within the coliseum.
It's
Mausoleum.
and it's in the shape of a big hammer or a maul.
Mausoleum.
Mausoleum.
Anyway, you do discover this opens up to the surface within, as the like cracked foundation, the foundation of this mausoleum has been cracked, and something burrows below.
I gonna tell her to keep going, and I'll
Do you tell her to
verbally
go
say
down
things
or
I
up?
can't. Down.
Down. Okay.
I'm assuming our quarry would be down for
Make a stealth check for me, with Queenie.
Okay.
Maybe we don't break in. We just dig. Just go under.
Ooh, dirty 20.
You watch as burrows suddenly and bursts through stone in a tunnel, slightly caved. It is dark in here, and have Queenie make a perception.
She gets advantage. Didn't help. 7.
It's dark in here. You can't see much. You can see the tunnel winds down and leads up in either direction. It is a much larger tunnel meant for a human.
How far would I assume down she is?
She is probably maybe 100 or 200 so feet.
I will say to the others, well, she's found herself in a tunnel. I can take someone down there with me if you want.
Oh,
But it's
that's
gonna
the
leave a loud
noisy
boom.
one. It's a noisy one, huh?
To see
Yeah.
for that one.
I am currently looking at my destination.
Well,
His eyes are just ice right now.
He wouldn't hear us then.
Oh right, yeah, I wouldn't be able to hear you guys. No, I'll pop out of her vision. I'll tell her to like scurry back up into the tunnel. She just
I
popped
imagine
out of.
I
I'm like,
imagine
"Hi."
he enters it again and just shouts that. He's deaf. I'm looking at it right now, and then comes back.
Well,
Yeah, everything
I
I'm saying
mean,
is shouting.
It's very
you know,
loud.
the thing is, you go in there, you have to get out, and
Yeah, is it the right place?
you're
I mean,
kind
does it
of
look like-
coming in oddly.
You were coming in, Robody.
You sound weird. Clear your throat.
Sorry, I'm a little far. I'm outside.
That's better.
I mean, does it look like it's the right place? Like,
Well, I don't
is it
know.
where
There's
we
just
need
a
to
tunnel.
be?
Do we know what the right place is going to look like?
The tunnel beneath the mausoleum could be a few things.
Not really.
It is a hewn, like, to be clear, it is a hewn from earth tunnel. It's a dug tunnel.
Yeah, someone like dug it out.
Like with the shovel.
Well,
Various
Or a
other
hammer,
tools.
chisel.
I mean, it
Alright,
might be
well,
just
the
part
shovel
of the
needed-
mausoleum.
shovel needed here, I guess.
You called Queenie back.
No, I had
No,
her
she's
like
still
took
there.
herself back up
Okay.
into the little tunnel and kind of like huddle down and hide there for a minute.
Got it.
I mean, it might just have her go scout for a little bit longer or something. I don't know if we need to go in there right now. Could be a waste of time, and then we have to figure out how to get back
How
out.
to get out? Yeah, could you send her deeper or?
All right, sure.
I
Be
just,
stealthy?
I mean, I just mean like
I
it's a
will.
dark tunnel, but we haven't really seen any sign of vampire.
A deep.
Look,
You send her deeper.
I'll pop back into her eyes and send her deeper in.
Okay. Go ahead and make another stealth check for me and perception.
I can't keep the dirty 20 that I had.
Well, yeah, this is you keep it for a while, but eventually,
Okay.
um,
15. That's not
Queenie is moving for some time in the darkness. Go ahead and make another percent. You can
Come
keep
on,
you can keep
better.
you can keep the 20
keep the
you
7.
got.
Nice.
Yeah, you can keep the 20 you got, but you'd have to keep the 7 perception check. You guys move, or you move down deeper. As you go, the darkness continues quite some way as the hewn tunnel waves and wanders through stone for some moving forward. Chamber been are descending quite deep, getting further away every few hundred feet. We're
Kind of odd for this mausoleum.
eventually, yeah, it up into a chamber beneath. As Queenie reaches the edge, does he freshly or not cut stone, smooth cut marble, which has been cracked as a large chamber filled. You can see there are pillars within, and every scaling the
Maybe it's not a waste of our time.
Maybe.
I'm gonna hold my action to snap Queenie back.
well, real quick.
The fire giants have to attack her.
No, Allendear has to attack.
I'm waiting for the spurt moment when just a fire giant club comes and crushes Queenie.
You do see as Queenie like scales in, she clambers down like a small step, stones, just with it. As she peers back toward the tunnel, she can see 3 doorways in from the angle, or I'm sorry, 2 doors. One on either side of this 50 feet beyond. She also sees currently standing on the edge of on either side and tails clutching hand axes as their flesh falling from their. They stand there wearing tattered armor, still glistening in covered, and unmoving scurries down the wall. As she at the bottom of the stairs, rusted, standing, unmoved.
I'll be telling everyone what I'm looking at as.
Well, if I was a vampire, I mean, that sounds like what I would use to protect myself.
The inhabitants of the mausoleum, yeah.
Whatever corpses were at his disposal.
Brought?
Brazik goes, Well, sounds like we found the place.
We definitely
I
found
think we
something
possibly found
interesting.
something, yes.
Something that seems to be underneath this that is having some undead dwarves
Very well
watch
could not
over
be
it.
him still.
He
So,
goes,
But something worth looking into nonetheless, I believe.
well, better hope it is worth it. My time is valuable. He pulls his axe off his back. Are we getting in?
I'm gonna look at the door. I imagine it's like locked with, like you said, it's got the metal bar fence or something.
It's got a portcullis that is down.
I mean, is anyone good with locks or?
I
you
can
Moog,
try my hand.
Moog raises his.
Or Moog, yes.
You want to give me a hand? Moog says.
Yes.
Do a good job or something. I'll give him guidance. Copying
Yeah, I was
the way
about to cast guidance
that I
on
gotta
him.
copy the way that my teacher does it.
Do a good job and do something.
Oh God, why did it use his intelligence? That should be +6
And a D4.
That should also be
yes.
with advantage because I
Yes.
have thieves' tools.
It's really messed it up.
Guy also has Thieves' Tools proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Puggers.
What he's not proficient at, even though it's happened like 3 times, is fog. So 18?
18. Correct. You watch as Moog works all lock bottom of portcullis and has and Guy sort of work away, hands off a set of picks and finishes the path as it locks open. It is still a heavy iron gate, so go ahead and make a strength check for me.
That I can help
athletics
with.
check.
I will guide you this time.
Oh, so I have to do a good job or something?
May the light of the moon bless your strength.
That I get an actual prayer. All right, 19 on the dice plus my 5 athletics is
you're good.
24.
You're holding it up. You do realize though this is heavy and weighted. If you let go, it's dropping.
Let's quickly get in, and I'm gonna do my best to close it behind us.
I'll scurry in.
There is a stone slab door down next. You have to hold it up while you guys figure out.
I have to keep holding it. Got it. All right. Okay. Timer going, guys. Next door.
Jumping in. I will snap Queenie back to me.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm going to have her turn around and head back up the tunnel.
Okay.
I want to make sure we can find how to get there.
She starts heading back up.
The entry point, yeah.
Start lifting up the door, I guess.
The door. So the stone
slab.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. How to open it? You just push on it, like run into it.
Yeah, I guess.
You want to make an athletics check?
I'll make an investigation check if we need.
Just run into it.
No. Let me roll. 3 for the natural 2.
Jesus.
Amazing.
You I mean, it seems to be a stone slab. There are delicate ways to. You can see it's a stone slab specifically cut to sit in front of this. You could very delicately move it off, but that would be like trying to like gently move a very heavy stone slab without it teetering over and breaking it. You also don't know how it is set in place. A bunch of information. The easiest way you can see to get this open is breaking it.
Yeah, I mean, I could, if we don't care, I could kick it.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. I think
we could send Stixix to come back and mend it. Yes.
Sure. Go.
All right. If I can reach the door, I'll just try to.
Oh,
kick
can we
it.
hold? Can we hold the door since he has to?
I don't know how
Or-
hard
or
it is.
Maybe
any
a
of us
couple.
can
Maybe
break
like
it.
3 of
Yeah,
us.
somebody
hold the door.
Yeah, if 3 of you
I
want to
can't
hold the
reach.
door, then all of you are out of service while this is happening. But
I
yes,
cannot reach.
yeah, Hogs cannot reach.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Moog will take it with you.
Moog
Yeah.
guy and Cruz.
Then yeah, we'll go ahead and I mean,
Brazik holds you. You make one person together.
I mean, if I'm hands free, I guess I could try to shoulder charge it.
Yeah. Moog would offer to help you if he wasn't holding up the gate.
It's all right.
Guys, it's on you
Do,
though.
yeah, do I get another prayer?
Yeah, he
All
casts
right,
guidance on you.
here we go. Can I just get a little shoulder charge? Oh boy. So that time it would have been 7 plus 5, so 12 athletic.
Okay.
Not as good.
You slam hard into the door and it cracks down the center. Okay.
Who's ready to get hit by something because we didn't check for traps?
Yeah, well, what I'm going to need from you for me, as arcane sigils surge all over this stone slab, is I am going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Why not?
Because I rolled a 3. That's why.
No, it's totally fine. I said why not as
Oh,
far
okay.
as this. Oh, goody. 4.
4.
Ouchie. This is gonna hurt, guys.
Ouchie indeed. Okay, you are going to take. Got to
Bring it, door. I'm not
Got
afraid
to
of
click
you.
all the buttons. Bum, 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 bum.
Think I'm scared of a door? Bring it, pussy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Everybody within 30 feet has to make this Constitution saving throw.
Hey.
Oh, there we go.
Everyone holding the door.
That's all of us.
Hey, look at another 4.
Amazing.
I'm sure even myself
Good
and
job,
Brazik
guys.
are.
We're doing great.
You and I rolled the exact same
Yeah.
shit, dude.
Doing great.
I imagine Brazik and myself are also like within.
Are you holding the door?
Right? Like, I mean, we're not holding the door, but I imagine we're still there. Like, we're not
Okay.
30 feet away.
Yes, you guys are still there. Both of
Yeah.
you are going to make this.
He's a dwarf. He's fine. You know who's not fine? Us, who failed this hard.
I've got them right here.
I always like to think of traps like as I'm doing shit, which is really good for this character because I'm not smart.
So who succeeded? Who failed? What do we have?
Just Orskin.
Or skin.
Um,
Nothing close, but I appreciate the effort.
I got an 8
Or
because I rolled a natural
Fuck.
3.
You got an 8? What did Guy get?
10. I rolled a 6 plus 4.
Everyone failed.
Everyone but Orsic
What did-
going to
what did
take
Brazik get?
27 points of damage and is
Yeah,
knocked
that's
prone.
nothing.
As a
Knocked prone.
destructive wave emerges out from the Molosseum as
Is any of this fire?
no, it is thunder and necrotic damage.
Oh.
The look of disappointment on his face. Yeah, you all take 27 points of damage. As you are all knocked prone except Brazik, which means those of you who are holding the door,
Are we blown out?
no, you are
Screwed?
blown down off your feet. So falling soon after that is
Comes
a
the big-ass
door.
Well, I would
Um,
like to scramble out from underneath that. If I could.
You are welcome to try. Go ahead and make a
Can
dexterity saving
I
throw.
grab? Could I grab Guy and cast Thunderstep?
Hell yeah. Well, yes. To be clear,
Who else is
Moog. Moog.
to be clear, Moog and Grovekeeper are both there as well.
Also there, yeah.
Thunderwave is like a wave
Um,
around, correct? Yeah, it's gonna hit both of them.
I mean, I'll do the best I can to just try to catch the door. I'm not trying to
You can make a
go
dexterity
anywhere,
saving throw against the door. It is dropping. Oh.
because
Yeah.
that's all I can do.
19.
Alright.
Well, you're knocked prone
Yeah.
as well, Grovekeeper.
I know. I get that, but
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm
Well,
gonna.
this
All I can do is
dex
try to
save.
help.
I don't want to.
But if it's a dex save, it's an auto fail with me being prone, I
19.
believe.
Yeah.
No, you make it a disadvantage.
Disadvantage, not auto fails. Gonna take 11 points
Can
of
I
piercing.
cast Eldritch Blast up at the door to try to like blast it away from me?
Definitely. It is. You're gonna have to break it, but you can definitely
It's
try.
force damage.
Yeah, it's not gonna like. You're gonna have to break it to stop it from falling, which is gonna be like a damage threshold. But you're welcome to try.
Yeah.
How much damage was it?
I'm not
originally
catching
going
it,
for?
guys.
What's that?
How much damage was it? You said it was like 14 or something.
For
right?
what?
27.
27 for the
27.
explosion was 27.
Yeah. Thank you.
So.
Go ahead and
18
roll-
and a 17
Go ahead and roll
to it.
damage rolls.
Damage.
Bam, bam.
That's +3 fire if that affects it. How bad?
Yeah, it's falling no matter what.
Yeah.
It is not. You, as it's coming down, you blast up a bunch of energy as the door comes down. You guys take 11 points of piercing damage.
We're still fine.
I rolled a 19 dex saving throw.
You take half of
A
that.
15
for 5.
and a 17.
You still
Nice.
you still get your ankle stabbed by it. But it's not as bad as Whirl currently pierced by it. You do also watch as sections of this mausoleum crumbles, making a loud boom as this. You assume alerting whoever is down below. As sections of the roof does tumble in, the door is blasted inward. Scattered stone is flung all around the section of monastery. It does reveal a cracked foundation within here and a tunnel leading.
Oh, it's like open for us to be able to fit through.
Yeah, it exploded
it.
open.
Yeah. Which
Sick.
side did I jump in on? Am I inside or outside?
You are. I mean, either. It doesn't matter, as most of this
Okay.
is sort of.
There is no more inside necessarily. It's just
Mhm.
tunnel.
Scattered.
Oh, okay.
It's all. Well, it's like an open concept.
Yeah, I mean, there's still walls. Like, we have to climb out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's no element of surprise.
Nope. So
we.
time to move.
You guys, yeah,
I-
Glanig helps. I'm sorry, Brazic helps. Get the sort of rubble off of people.
Lift the thing up and get them out of there.
Yeah, get them out of there. As you guys make a move into the hole.
Yeah.
Can I pop into Queenie's vision and see if there's any movement?
So Queenie started heading up the
Right, I'll
way.
have her turn back around and go
Yeah.
back towards
Okay.
the
Make
opening.
another perception check.
I'm gonna heal myself a bit. I'm at least doing like a level 2 cure wounds.
Oh.
I'll figure out what I'm
She gets
doing.
advantage. Let me roll again, see if it get better.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Queenie can, without even like getting too close down, Queenie can clearly hear the sound of like metal armor and weapons moving in the way they came. It doesn't get like, it's not like marching down the tunnel. But you can hear it moving.
But they're moving more than they were. When
Yes, they're now moving. They weren't moving at all before, and now like just any sound of movement is some movement. As they were
Right.
absolutely still a second ago.
Yeah, they definitely know we're coming.
You
Well, I mean, that was pretty loud.
Brazic holds up his axe and just goes,
well, we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
and kicks some rubble over as he enters the
Yeah, we do that a lot.
Who needs some health before we go down? I've healed myself up a bit.
I'm gonna take one of my healing potions.
No, don't do that,
Hold
don't do
on
that.
to the
Those are
potion.
last resort, all right? What the fuck
Buddy,
is wrong
They're
with
his
you?
potions.
Okay,
Jesus.
magic before money,
This is why I
bitch.
was asking.
The hell?
the
Stupid.
response is
Guy
like
likes-
everybody's like putting
What
up
the
their hand
fuck?
and grabbing your arm as you're like just about to down. Like it's so you just like grab the cork out with your mouth so casually. Everybody
No.
stops and
the cork
we're
bounces off of Hog's forehead.
that's what
I'm
gets his
gonna steal
attention.
those in the night. I'm gonna steal those in the night. He's never gonna get a fucking healing potion. Trust me.
As you guys all stop him from drinking that, heal him up before you start
Yeah.
heading down into the
So-
darkness. I was gonna end the session there on that note
Okay.
as you
Yeah.
guys enter the cave of the possible vampire.
Who knows?
Who knows?
It's a cave.
It's an
Armored vampire.
Maybe it's a different exploding cave under this. Who knows?
This is
Here,
the
Ruins.
other
I'll
vampire.
cover Cruz and I'll give him a level 2 cure wounds as well.
Okay.
So I figure he wants more than that.
I mean, he was gonna do 6. Yeah, he was gonna do a 6 fucking healing potion. What the fuck is that gonna do you for, huh? Piece of shit.
6 healing potions. I feel like my players are just gonna like buy those as like get up cards. They're basically
Yeah,
1
that's
point
what
of
it
damage.
is.
No, if you need health, yeah, I got spells still. So.
Yeah, 10 healing potions. 10
So-
health, baby.
On that note,
Big number.
Mhm.
I'm going to talk to the stream now. Thank you all for tuning in. I've muted everybody else because it'd be impossible to say anything if they were continuing to talk over me. I hate him. You guys can't hear him, but know that I hate him. Who, you ask? None of them in particular. All of them. I hate all of them. And if you're listening out there, I hate you too. Wait, no, audience, I love you. Wait, no. I got confused. I'm so sorry. No, I'm just kidding. I will catch you all next time on our Jokes, Tales, and Critical Fails, and I will unmute our ruly little children to say goodnight to you as well.
Oh.
Very oh my god.
Really of all children.
I
We
hate
are-
my job. No,
We're the
I will catch
wild
you
men.
next time. Thank you for